Hello, I'm Azai. Welcome back to Baldr Sky. Dive 1. I just ate some, dinner. So, the word that I was looking for on the last episode, and actually on the update, video that I'm looking for really is, flexibility, guys. Man, I'm having, such a brain fart, but basically what I'm trying to say is that the flexibility is like a pro that I have while, doing what I'm doing, right? I don't have to go follow a specific schedule and whatnot. It's nice to have a rundown of what you want to do, throughout the day, but I don't necessarily have to go by, the hour by hour kind of thing, right? Which, if you go do a job, that's what you do. You go do a 9 to 5, and then after that, you get some free time. But yeah, I don't have to abide by that because I'm basically, I guess you can call this freelancing, right? And yeah, I used to make an excuse, or I actually used to, not an excuse for you guys, I guess. I make an excuse for myself, I guess, right? That after, X amount of hours or at X amount of time that I'm not really into recording anymore and whatnot, right? But I feel like I was falling into the mindset that I was doing what I'm doing as a job. At least I was considering it as a job, so it's kind of weird, right? It really just, I really just needed to take a break, I guess. The month break really did open my mind a bit about what the hell it is I'm doing, and I do feel like it's nice being able to just record anytime. Because as I said, I do enjoy what I'm doing, right? It's not as if I don't enjoy this, but once you start thinking of something as a job, that's when you kind of lose all sort of fun and motivation out of something. But yeah, I of course went to the gym, but I don't also go to the gym necessarily have to be at the same time and whatnot. But yeah, overall, I just feel like I opened up a lot of my schedule by, getting out of that mindset of needing to stick to a schedule, at least a strict schedule. But okay, let's talk about the last episode recap. So in the last episode, we finished off chapter 12. Chapter 12, we basically got to know the fact that Assembler was being put inside of Nanoha, and yeah. I think the big reveal is just that we also got an H scene with Nanoha thinking about how she might die from the operation or surgery to remove it because we brought her to Noi. But during our time in Noi's hospital or office, I guess, we got found out by Gilbert. I don't know how Gilbert found us. I'm guessing that something other than the assembler, they probably put some sort of tracker in Nanoha too, and that's why the minion probably knows where we are. But yeah, Gilbert went and ransacked Noi's place. There's an H scene with Noi, which is very not H scene-ish, but it was graphic, I guess. I particularly would have preferred if it was more of the gore kind of graphic rather than the sexual kind of graphic, because even Gilbert said it himself, right? He doesn't really care about lollies and whatnot, but this is a hentai game, I guess. I mean, some people can still fap to that if they don't know the context. Heck, some people can even fap to that if they know the context. But, yeah. I don't particularly care too much about that, to be honest. To me, I feel like it's just a shock factor, but I guess for people that made this game, they probably wanted it to, to make, lolicons by the game, I'm guessing. But yeah, after that, we saved Noi and also Nanoha with the help of Makoto, which is the Dominion's priestess, because she gave us the... What did she give us? The ice? The ice, I guess the ice data? I guess you can call the ice like an IP address. That's basically for Gilbert, and we went ahead and destroyed him. And right now, we are on the run, I think. At least that's what I remember. I know that we beat up Gilbert. And we still have Assembler inside of Nanoha, but I don't know what else happened after that. I forgot. We passed the checkpoint and signed relief. Oh, we got tickets from some... Yeah, we got tickets from Noi, I think. She gave us a firebomb, okay. So where the hell are we going? Yeah, we kind of got a bit of backstory with Noi, but because Gilbert mentioned about how she's a failed product. I'm guessing that designer children know how to identify each other. So even though she's a failed product, she can still, or she was still detected by Gilbert. But yeah. Thanks to Goat's blockade, the station is almost completely barren. The few people that somehow got in look really wealthy. They probably know people in GU or its army. Okay, we're outside of Suzushiro here. Right as she says that, she walks into the chest of a kind-looking old man. We bow our heads and see him off. No, not me. Yeah, I would not want to be both of them. No, thank you. She beams at me. I can tell she's forcing it. There's a haunting kind of peace in her smile. Suddenly, I hear some sort of announcement. I look around and see a giant screen displaying a news broadcast. It's showing the Suzushiro airport. There's a VTOL on the runway, surrounded by soldiers from all directions. The priest wasn't joking. They're really planning to escape, and if they're not allowed to, then... I don't want Nanoha to hear any more of this. Taking her by the arm, I pull her away. Oh good, she wasn't listening to the news. I think she might be faking it. Oh, I think you guys heard that. I don't know why I'm not in streamer mode, because I should be in streamer mode for like a Discord here. How do you enable that real quick? Give me a sec. My friend was giving me, or not was giving me, he DM'd me. There we go. I don't know why I did not enable streamer mode, even though I had OBS open. There we go. Relief, I follow her gaze and see a boxed lunch shop, a rarity in modern train stations. I think bento boxes that are in train stations actually have a word for their own. I think it's called ekiben. And yet, I see a decent number of people spending money there. What's she upset about? I mean, Ko is most likely from a very well-off family.
でも本当にいいの？
I mean, Nanoha is probably from a pretty well-off family too before her parents died. I mean, I don't know whether or not she got any inheritance, but, you know.
今さら妙な遠慮すんな。俺たちはもう他人じゃないんだろ。
嬉しい。ありがとう。
Forgetting where we are, Nanoha clings to me. Her body is strangely hot.
お前、また熱が出てるんじゃないか。
そう言われればちょっと熱っぽいかも。
She turns gloomy. Considering what happened today, I can't really blame her. I think we still have about 20 or 18 hours left before, you know, the day is off. And I think that's probably when the episode, or sorry, the route is gonna end.
熱ぐらい出しても当然だよな。
But yeah, it's probably gonna be chapter 14 too, just like the last one.
あんなこともありましたね。
There might be a time skip too, just like, you know, this might be the real last chapter, just like the previous one. Like in Rain's one, even though this is a chapter, it's really just an epilogue.
そうそう、気にしすぎだよ。ノイ先生は何ともないって言ってたし。
So depending on the feeling I get, whether or not we're gonna be ending, I'm probably gonna try to see if I can finish off the route on this episode.
それに、そんな場合じゃないって分かってるのに。なんか私、ものすごく幸せだよ。
ああ、お前はそれでいい。細かいことは何も気にしなくていい。
I embraced her once more. I'd even kiss her if we weren't in public.
よし、弁当買ってくるから先に電車に乗っていてくれ。
Nanoha lightly waves her hand and runs off. I respond with a wave of my own. The situation is so casual and peaceful that I feel like it doesn't really suit me. However, I like it so much I actually want it to go on forever. I turn to the shop and I stop in place. There's a blonde woman standing in the small crowd. She's looking right at me, her eyes sad and cold. It's probably Rain.
注意。探しましたよ。
It's Rain.
よくここが分かったな。
何年一緒にいたとお思いです。
レイン一人だけなのか。
ええ。少佐たちにはまだ報告していませんから。
Then maybe we can negotiate. Keeping some distance between us, I start a chant. The people in Odd One's chat seem to really like Rain for some reason. At least one of them really like Rain. The other one, I forgot who he likes. But, yeah, I don't really like Rain all that much. I mean, as a character, she's alright, I guess. But, I don't know.
俺はこのまま駆け落ちする。黙ってこのまま行かせてくれないか、レイン。
They did say, or he did say, the fact that Rain might not be people's favorite is because she has the syndrome of being the first route that we have to do, right? And her route, there's not really much going on other than us being stupid, I guess.
ナノハさんのキャリア、アセンブラの所持者なのですね。ドレクスラー機関のメンバーから手術の話を聞き出しました。まさかと思っていましたが。
まったくひどい話さ。あいつは花をいじってるか、料理を作ってるのが似合う地味でおとなしい女なのにさ。
フェンリルに行きましょう。注意。きっとフェンリルの施設ならナノハさんを。
処置の手間なんかかけないでナノハが消されない保証は。
正直に言えばありません。
Rain falls silent. Her pain expression tells me she sincerely cares for us. However,
だったらナノハを渡さない。悪いけど俺はフェンリルを信用していない。
しかしこのまま逃げ延びて何がどうなるというのです。もう一度灰色のクリスマスを起こしたいのですか。
ドレクスラーの連中と話したなら知ってるだろう。栗原先生はドミニオンの裏をかこうとしていたんだ。もしかしたら何事も起きずに。
裏をかくのに失敗していた場合は。
ちゃんと覚悟と準備はしてある。それに青州なら無人地帯だ。
oh yeah, we're going to Seishu, right. She was planning on dying there for, well, not for some reason, because we know that there's no one there.
最悪流出が始まっても グングニールが完璧に始末してくれる。
つまりどのみちグングニールに焼かれる運命ではありませんか。
I mean, this is basically wishful thinking the route right now, Reina.
大地が浄化されるのを見れば統合軍もグングニールの発射をとどまってくれるかもしれない。
信じてもいないことを言うのは恋人の前だけにしてください。
She switches to her real voice.
死にに行くおつもりですね、注意。
やっぱりお前は得難い相棒だったんだな。そう、8割はその覚悟かもしれないな。
ならばやはり行かせられません。
だろうな。お前は神風が嫌いだからな。
We glare at each other. I never thought I'd ever have to face her like this.
交渉決裂か。
そのようですね。
I slowly back away and brace myself. Thankfully, I'm the better fist fighter. But for some reason, she doesn't come after me.
注意。私の得意分野をお忘れですか。
Yeah, I guess she's gonna mind hack us. Alright.
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
I guess we're fighting you, Reina. She makes a downcast smile.
私はもう30分前から注意をトレースしています。それだけの時間があれば何ができるかご存知でしょう。
レイン、まさか。
As I gasp, an alarm starts blaring in my head.
ノーチップへの不正アクセス探知。インターセプトモードを起動しますか。
ここまでするとは本気なんだな、レイン。
Grinding my teeth, I activate interception mode. I don't really want to grind my teeth anymore, to be honest, Ko. After feeling a toothache, I understand just how bad one can be. I'm gonna love and cherish my teeth. Oh, such a sad music in the prep menu.
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
I've been playing this game for 50 hours already? That's kind of insane. It doesn't feel like 50 hours. Maybe I left the game on at some point. I know this is the 21st episode. No, this was the 22nd one. If I've been playing for 2 hours per episode, that's about, yeah, 44 hours, I guess.
一度あなたと本気で戦ってみたかったです。
レイン、
それがこんな形になるとは夢にも思っていませんでしたが。
Suddenly, an unfittingly easygoing chant reaches my mind.
どうしたの？こう早くしないと電車に乗り遅れちゃうよ。
ああ、急に催してトイレにな。
おトイレなら電車にだってあるのに。まさかお弁当を持ったままトイレに入ってないよね。
I mean, yeah, I really hate people who are oblivious, and Nanoha being the normal girl she is, she doesn't really distrust what Ko's saying. I really hate people like that. You know, people that don't know that they're actually inconveniencing other people by being like ignorant.
ああ、安心しろ。すぐに戻るからいい子にして座ってろ。
はーい。注意。これが最後の警告。と言ってもあなたのことです。返事は決まっていますね。
ああ、すまんな、レイン。お前に本気を出されたら手加減はできそうもない。
じゃあ、この事件が終わったらコウは一緒に暮らしてくれるんだよね。
ああ、約束だからな。田舎に家を買って2人で暮らそう。
Sad music still playing.
だったら庭がある家がいい
Jeez.
な。小さくてもいいからお花畑や菜園を作りたいの。でも
I know I'm actually at a disadvantage by being like long range with Rain right now.
そんなとこあるのかな。
あるさ。保証する。
I just actually want to pay attention to what Nanoha's saying.
だったらいろんな種を集めないとね。そういえば家具やなんかも一から揃えなくちゃ。一緒にどんな風にするか考えようね。
That's the reason why I haven't really been doing anything.
なんか私ワクワクしてきちゃった。実は昔からいろいろ考えてたことがあるんだ。こうにしてあげたいこと、してほしいこと、いっぱい考えてあるんだよ。
あ
But yeah, Rain is pretty bad
あ、
actually.
もらうさ。なの。
Especially
もう
once
勘弁し
you...
てください。注意。そろそろ発車の時間に。ね
Jeez.
間に合わなかったか。
え、電車出ちゃうよ。間に合わないなら。
That's a very long, like,
ダメだ。
stun
絶対に降りる
time.
な。
かあったの？やだ、こうだったら私も。
俺は約束を守る。だからお前も言うことを聞いてくれ。
I wonder if I can actually make it if I
お前は先に行ってろ。俺もすぐに行くから。
きっとだよ。私信じて待っているからね。
if I didn't
思い
like
出の場所で私待っているから。
didn't wait for her like voice lines to end. I mean,
練習通りです。
there's no what do you call it? There's no like timer. But I was waiting for the convo to end really before I did anything.
チャージ完了。スタンクレア。
Yeah, that's very far away, Reina.
はい。
Jeez, that was pretty
程度
cool.
で。
や、行きます。
へい切り裂け。
や、行きます。
How did I get stunned there?
行きます。着射出。ちょっと激しすぎましたか？迎撃します。分外。
What a sad music. 111 there. Oh, there's something there. I see it.
演習通りです。迎撃します。
She's maxed out her thing again.
迎撃します。
Man, this rifle is actually pretty nice. It does like decent damage, I guess. I don't know where the hell Rain is though, and I don't know what the fuck she's even doing. I mean, she is a long-range specialist. But the fact that I can't even see what the hell she's doing is kind of stupid.
チャージ完了。スタンクレア。
Rain, if you don't like come to me, I think you're just gonna die like a chump, just like Gilbert. Where the hell even is she? Okay, there she is. I see her.
そこです。
I forgot I have a map.
へいはっ切り裂け。へい
There we go. Four minutes, yeah, that's pretty long, huh? Gigantic field of force crash. The battle ends and Rain's avatar falls in a virtual floor.
あなたに敗れることができて、私は幸せです。注意。
Her face warped in pain, she smiles at me.
お前本気じゃなかっただろ。
何をバカな。私は手抜きなどしません。
I guess this is the same sort of like fight we had with Masa in her route.
ああ、じゃあ言い換えよう。本気だったが殺気に欠けていた。俺を電子体に向くつもりだっただろ。それで勝とうなんてまだ10年は早いぞ。
そういうあなたこそ、普段の注意なら倒した後、こんな風に話しかけたりしないはずです。
以前の傭兵の俺ならそうだったかもな。でもこの町に来て変わったんだ。
I've lost my memories. Rain gave her all to protect me, then Nanoha healed me.
空を失った痛みが癒えた気がする。こんな結果になったけど感謝してるよ、レイン。
どういたしまして。それにありがとうございます。
I mean, I never had any attachment to Sora myself. So, like, his rage and, I guess, revenge wasn't really something that I could understand. She grins wryly.
勝負はついた。ログアウトしろ。
She shakes her head. One of these days, I probably will make a playthrough for Library of Ruina, guys. Not gonna lie, I really like the story and world in that game. The characters are also very nice.
仕方がないな。
I'll have to use one of my non-lethal weapons to make her pass out. Thankfully, my Shadow Wolf has an anti-personnel taser in its fingertip.
最後にお願いを聞いてください。
What's a Shadow Wolf?
言ってみろ。
安全圏まで逃げたらお父様に連絡をしてください。一度でいいですから話し合ってください。
わかった。約束する。
I target the taser at her and prepare to fire.
これで注意を見逃しても言い訳ができます。最後まで諦めないで幸運を祈っています。
Yeah, I feel like even though this is kind of emotional, the fact that they're doing the same thing that with Masa kind of makes me feel a bit, let down and disappointed in some way. Like they're just doing the same thing but with different characters. I fired a taser and she passes out. A bit lazy of them to write it like this. I return to reality and see Rain collapse into platform.
ちょっと。おい、誰か。お嬢さん。
Sorry about that.
どうした？しっかりしろ。
People run up to Rain, creating a crowd. Going against the flow, I distance myself from the scene. 17 hours left until Dominion's time limit expires. Chasing Nanoha, I take a train to Kurahama.
大変。みんなどうしちゃったんですか先輩。そんなに慌てちゃって。ナノハちゃん、手紙置いてあったです。
All gloomy, Makoto hands us a letter. I'm going on a trip. Please don't look for me. Sorry for worrying you, Nanoha.
これってまさか家出？
待って、まだ続きが書いてあるわ。
P.S. I should be back within 1 week. I'll bring souvenirs.
これ家出なんだよね。
あいつのことだ。無期限に心配をかけることに耐えられなかったんだろう。
PS2, I'll miss some days when I'm on housekeeping duty. I'll make up for it doubly. Also, I made some food. Microwave it and eat up. I did the laundry too.
ああ、余計なことばかり気にしやがって。気を使う性格だからふっつんしたのかもな。
とにかく探さないと。ねえ、実家の方には連絡したの？誰も出ないけど。
She probably just needs some time alone.
住んでる人がいないみたいだったよ。
Calling her parents, I guess at this point they're not dead? No, they're already dead.
そんなおじさんやおばさんが死んでるって。あいつ一言もそんなことは。
We stared at each other in disbelief. Nanoha's presence always reminded us what it was like to have family. Yet underneath the surface, she didn't have any of her own.
じゃあ、あの子ずっと一人ぼっちで。
Shinatsu snaps back to reality, then tries to rush outside while dragging her leg.
私、探してくる。
おいおい、それは他のやつに任せろ。お前はまだ足の調子が悪いんだろ。
I mean, the fact that she never mentions it means that she doesn't want people to find out.
関係ないよ。これは私の責任なんだから。
いや、これは俺の責任だ。俺、そんなことも知らなくて。何が幼馴染の親友だよ。
こう、今は自分を責めてる場合じゃない。ああ、これは寮全員の責任。私もバカだった。ああ、もう。
What was the previous flashback we had before this? I know that we found out that she wasn't in nanomachine engineering or whatever. Did she like fail a second time?
とにかく俺は近所を探してみる。あと学園も。千夏はクラス名簿を当たってみてくれ。
あ、待ってマサ、私も行くから。マコちゃんは寮で待機してて。私、ネットから探ってみる。
じゃあ、俺は。
I can think of only one place she'd go to. A place only she and I know about. It's surely... I'm guessing it's Minami Asaka? The conductor's voice makes me open my eyes. It's dark outside. No city lights or anything.
ドミニオンの予告した期限まであと約14時間か。
Okay, we skipped 3 hours with that flashback. I'm already out of Suzushiro. Fenrir probably can't reach me here. Still, I promised Rain I'd contact them. I half-heartedly tried calling Dad.
こうなのか。フェンリルとアークは俺たちをどうするつもりなんだ。
Eiji Katakura, my estranged father and leader of the world-renowned PMC, Fenrir. They're a really infamous bunch. It's rumored that they'll do anything as long as the pay's good.
ああ、お前久々に会った親に言う第一声がそれか。この前は世話になった。まったくもって不愛想なやつだ。お前な、もう少し俺を信用しろ。
He kicks off the conversation with a sigh and a grumble.
女房同然の部下まで怪我させやがって。少佐が尾行していなければゴートに捕まっていたかもしれんぞ。
So Rain's alright. That makes me feel better.
ほっとするぐらいなら戦うな。と、お前やレインに言っても無駄か。
If Shizzle was there, like while we were doing the ice battle thing, she could have just like restrained our body.
悪いな親父。あんたのしつけが良かったんだよ。それを言われると返す言葉がないけどな。
Clearly awkward, he scratches his head.
もう一度聞くぜ。フェンリルの狙いはアセンブラの確保か破壊。ナノハを捕獲したらあいつをどうするつもりだったんだ。さあ、それは雇い主。お前はもう知っているようだが、アークの判断次第だな。だったら危険な処置の手間などかけずナノハごと焼却処分されるかもしれないだろ。そうだな。例えばお前のおばさんならそうするかもな。あの人は本当に怖い女だ。お前も気をつけろ。が、俺はそうさせたくない。あのお嬢ちゃんには俺もちょっと思い入れがあるからな。
You do?
させたくなくても任務に私情を挟まないのがプロなんじゃねえか。とことん信用されていないな俺は。お前そこまでして若草のお嬢ちゃんを助けたいならどうして俺に相談しなかった。あんたは忘れたのかよ。あんたは肝心な時お袋を見捨てた男なんだぞ。
The rage I kept sealed in suddenly pours out.
孤独だった俺をナノハだけが、そのナノハをあんたなんかに任せられると思うのか。やぶヘビだったな。確かにお前が俺を信用できなくても仕方がない。だがな、聞けこう。お前の言う通り俺はろくでなしの傭兵野郎で、任務なら平気で人を殺して犬死にする人間のクズだ。知ってるよ。だからこそ納得できない任務は受けない。お国のためでも納得いかなきゃ戦わないくせにガキの約束でも命を懸けて守ることはある。
I mean, I think most people are like that. I mean, it depends, I guess. Depends on if you're patriotic or not, right?
何が言いたい、親父。
I personally wouldn't fight for my country myself.
なあ、こうよ。昔、南八坂に住んでた頃、俺はあのお嬢ちゃんとちょっとした約束をしちまってな。
His tone turned serious.
ありゃ、久々に帰った時のことだったな。
As he speaks, a familiar scene appears in my mind. I see Dad, slightly younger than he is now, standing still at the edge of the road. He's looking at our house, the place where he should return. And yet he's just standing there.
やっぱ舞台に戻るか。
He sighs and turns away from the house. I'm guessing he's feeling awkward because maybe at this point our mom already died. A small girl stands in his way.
おじさん、お願いがあります。
なんだい、若草のお嬢ちゃん。
おじさん、コウのために兵隊をやめてくれませんか。
そりゃまたいきなりだな、お嬢ちゃん。
コウはおじさんが軍人なのを嫌がっています。それに 木さんのことでみんなと喧嘩ばかりしてて。
そうだろうな。親父がこれじゃ仕方ねえよな。
You know, I don't know how popular or how common it is to talk about your parents' jobs, but I don't really particularly talk with my friends about their mom and dad's job or whatever.
こう、自分もきっと兵隊になるって。だから一生結婚しないで一人で暮らすって。
そうか。バカ。そんなことを言ってやがったのか。
こうはバカじゃありません。
いや、バカだ。あんたみたいないい娘さんとこんなガキの頃に巡り合っているのにな。なあお嬢ちゃん、うちは呪われた家系でな。じいちゃんもひいじいちゃんもみんな兵隊なんだ。
呪い？
そのおかげで俺はどうも兵隊をやめられない。あいつもきっと兵隊になっちまうのかもしれないな。
そんな。
だからあいつは一生一人ぼっちだ。かわいそうだがこれはどうにもならん。
I mean, I guess maybe he doesn't really love his family. Maybe the reason why he took in a wife was just to make offspring.
だから悪いけどこの先もコウのそばにいてやってくれ。なあ、よかったらお婿さんでも何でもしてもらっていい。お嬢ちゃん、コウが好きか？
はい、多分ちょっと。
だったらお嬢ちゃんにくれてやる。コウのことをよろしく頼んだぞ、お嬢ちゃん。
Sorry about that. That turns around and starts walking away. Did I actually see this scene?
おじさん。
ん？
世界が綺麗になって戦う必要がなくなったら軍人をやめてくれますか？
まあそりゃいいな。そりゃいい考えだ。そうなったら兵隊なんかやめてもいいかもな。
約束ですよ、おじさん。約束ですからね。
Adults lie all the time though, kid.
おい、こう聞いているのか？
ああ。
I was dragged into another vision of the past. One that doesn't even involve me at that. Must have been an illusion. I guess Agent is showing us that.
何がどうなってるんだ。くそ。ノイに頭の調子も見てもらうべきだったな。
Yeah, in this one we actually don't really talk to well, not Noise, sorry, but Agent all that much, but Agent clearly told us that she can show us visions of what might happen, right? That also means that she can show you like fragmented memories that are not yours too, Ko. I mean, we saw a lot of that in Rain's route, so I know for a fact that that's probably what Agent is doing to us.
なんだ、相変わらず頭が悪いのか？
余計なお世話だ。そんなことより、そうか。あいつがそんなことをね。
That's one more childhood promise. I thought I understood how important Assembler was to her, but it looks like I had no idea.
俺を信じろ。おう、母さんを死なせたのは人生最大の失敗だ。この上、息子の女を死なせるわけにはいかん。
あんたの言葉を信じられたらどんなにいいかって心の底から思うぜ。
悪いな。それも全部俺の責任だ。だが、もう一度だけ信じてくれ。俺のためじゃない。あのお嬢ちゃんのために。
I still wouldn't do it. He looks serious. I've never seen him like this. I remember what Rain said.
安全圏まで逃げたらお父様に連絡をしてください。一度でいいですから話し合ってください。
ああ、レインに免じて信じてやるよ。あいつがあそこまで体を張ってくれたんだからな。
よし、それでいい。 ジョーちゃんの向かった先は清州だな。
ああ、そのはずだ。
わかった。すぐに回収に向かう。なんてな。実はもう向かっている。もうすぐお前に追いつきそうだぞ。
Oh, sorry about that.
お嬢ちゃんを見つければ。
A sudden high-pitched sound. The train stops.
何かあったのか。こう。
わからねえ。いきなり電車が止まっちまって。
As the passengers become perplexed, the conductor speaks up.
列車の運行システムに障害が発生し、安全のため列車を急停止いたしました。システムが復旧するまでしばらくお待ちください。
Someone hacked the trains, I
く
guess?
そ、こんな時にシステムの障害って一体なんだよ。
I rush to check the net to figure out what's up.
冗談。一体何が起きているんだ。
Connected error. You do not have connected... What is that? Connected validation, I'm guessing? To virtual something. The permission or observation administration bureau is necessary to connect it.
こう。列車を降りろ。
I hear his voice from outside the train. Fenrir's VTOL is flying right next to us.
こりゃ AI が発狂したのか。
That's clearly dumbfounded by whatever is on the screen. What is going on?
セーブします。よろしいでしょう。
長距離通信網衛星監視システム。狙いすましたようにネットの局所的な機能だけが使い物にならなくなってやがる。
Oh, it's not just that train specifically, I see.
原因はわからないのか。
わからん。まるで AI がお嬢ちゃんの逃走を助けているみてえだな。
そりゃ考えすぎだよ、親父。
I'm kinda doubting my words though. I can't help but remember the singularity. I've always taken the fact that AI operate independently for granted, but now it's actually starting to scare me.
ま、原因はともあれ、俺たちには大助かりだな。
I mean, I said this on the rain route, right? About how we're being favored by AI, which is in this world is God. And I don't know how to feel about that. Noticing my unease, Dad cracks a slightly forced smile.
確かにこの調子じゃ菜の葉がゴートに見つかることはなさそうだ。
安心はできんがな。連中は AI に依存しない指揮系統や索敵系統を所有しているようだ。
ネットに依存しない軍隊ね。まるで20世紀に先祖返りしたみたいだな。
AI に対するパラノイアのなせる技だ。それでもこの状況ではグングニールは封じられたも同然だろう。しかも連中はまだ鈴代を血眼で探している。この勝負もらったな。
I checked the time. We have 12 hours left until the minions appointed time. Major Shizzle and her squad are heading to Seishu. It's actually looking like we're gonna save Nanoha.
なあ親父、今のうちにそろそろ種明かしをしてくれないか。
何が知りたいんだ。
アークは結局何がしたかったんだ。どうしてこそこそとアセンブラを追わせたりした。
そんなことを聞くってことはお前もアークの黒い噂を聞いてるみたいだな。
ああ、いろいろとな。
I consider Ark's links to Great Christmas. Drexler's lab was under an AI's mother's supervision. That's the same AI that was in charge of Seishu. We respected her like she was our mother. However, it's suspected that the nightmare was caused by her going rogue. It's one of the more popular theories, actually. Then, there's the fact that Mother was under the jurisdiction of Ark's AI, Eve. That means there's a link between Ark and Great Christmas. Mother also ceased all function during the catastrophe. But Eve went on to inherit all of her memories. Looking at them would reveal whether or not Mother actually went haywire. However, Ark denies the existence of memories related to Great Christmas. This worked to inflame the suspicions of the anti-AI people. They believe that Ark's hiding the fact that the AI went rogue.
確かにアークは何かを隠している。それに
Or maybe they didn't went rogue. Or maybe like, yeah, Mother didn't went rogue. They kinda disable her functions for some reason.
セイラさんはこの件をまるで予測していたかのようだった。だが灰色のクリスマスの再来を回避したいのは確からしい。少なくともセイラさんはそう明言していた。
でなけりゃさすがの親父も仕事を受けないってか？
少しは信頼してくれるようになったみたいだな。
しかしおばさんはどうやって回避するつもりだったんだろう。
俺もそれを知りたいところだが、肝心のアークもあのありさまだからな。
He signals to a subordinate, making him change what's shown in the panel.
今リアルではゴートがアーク社の施設を包囲。アークの陥落は目前に迫っている。ネットの方もアークが自ら封鎖している。こっちからじゃ連絡のつけようもない。
雇い主と連絡が取れない状況かよ。
まあな、栗原かアセンブラを捕まえたら一度だけ隠されたルートで通信する手はずにはなっているが、
怪しいな。やっぱり何か企んでいるんじゃないだろうな。
おいおい、パラノイアか？お前もすっかり疑い深くなったな。まあ、恩師に裏切られればそうなるか。
まだ裏切ったとは限らねえよ。
My trust is wavering, sure, but that's exactly why I had to retort.
何を信じていいのか悪いのか。正直、神様にでもすがりたい気分だ。
No, I feel like the only thing you can believe is yourself, Ko.
出家は止めんが、ドミニオンだけは勘弁してくれ。
People sometimes meme about the fact that you don't even believe in yourself, blah blah blah, right? Or you shouldn't really believe in yourself too. But I think that depends. I mean, if my memories were all fake, then yeah, I probably would be doubting myself too, but I know for a fact that my memories aren't right. So there's nothing wrong with believing in myself if so. He slaps me on the shoulder. I've grown a lot, but his hand still feels big to me.
アークが信じられなければセーラおばさんを、セーラおばさんが信じられなければアキちゃんを信用してやれ。
ああ、そうするさ。
大佐、こちら元青州学園都市。
おう、ご苦労。お嬢ちゃんは見つかったのか？
青州には見当たりません。無論捜索を継続します。
She's not there. Dad and I look at each other.
お前たちを見てどこかに隠れているんじゃないか？
一体どこに隠れると？旧学園都市はほぼクレーターと化してしまっています。
倉浜から青州は距離があります。女の子の足だからまだそこまでたどり着いていないのかもしれません。
無論途中のルートも調べているの。
Major Shizzle stops mid-sentence, and I hear jets in the distance.
ゴートか？
ええ。ゴートのキャリアが誰なのか見当がついたようですね。
Goat caught up with us. Shinatsu's face enters my mind. She might be taking part in this operation. Should I try chanting Nanoha? No, that might give away her position. Goat's going all out on this. Chants are really secretive, but I doubt even they are safe.
あいつ、一体どこで道草をしてるんだ？
I'm guessing Shinatsu might be the final boss in this route. The moment I mutter that, I remember what she told me as we parted.
きっとだよ。私信じて待っているからね。思い出の場所で私待っているから。
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know where.
よし、なるべく交戦は避けろ。途中のルートを捜索。急げ！
待ってくれ親父。ナノハは青州には向かっていない。
何か心当たりがあるのか？
まあな。
Nano is a real scaredy cat. When I said I wouldn't make it to the train, she probably became afraid that someone would ambush her. That's why she probably went to a place only I know about. Otherwise, she wouldn't have used the words you know where.
親父、空いてる V トールはないか？
この状況で迂闊に飛べばゴートに探知されるぞ。
That's how you say the name or how you say the word Vitol?
親父、空いてる V トールはないか？
Vitoru. Interesting.
どうせなら陸路を使え。大佐、同時にか乱のために別動隊を。
ああ、分かってる。バイクでもジープでもいい。用意してやれ。ついでにデルタ小隊は出動準備。
ありがとう。感謝するぜ、親父。
I run out of the briefing room and prepare. I guess we're using a jeep. There's wind in my hair. Under the gloomy sky, I'm riding a bike through a wasteland where not even grass can grow. It's 6 o'clock, 10 hours before the minion's appointed time. Dawn is close, but it doesn't look like it at all. It's still dark and I don't see a single ray of light anywhere.
くそ、ここにはもう来たくなかったんだけどな。
Are the, like, things at the top, like, you know, smog? I don't know what that is, but that's clearly not letting any sunlight through. It reminds me of the days I spent wandering alongside rain. I was happy back then, though. At least until I was saved and my senses were healed.
包帯を取るよ、こう。
ああ、頼む、ソラ。早くお前の顔が見たいんだ。
Yeah, what I like about the game so far is the fact that, you know, all of the knowledge you get from the other route, you basically know about it too in this route. Other than the, you know, romance and lovey-dovey stuff, I assume.
見える。見えるよ、ソラ。
But yeah, it basically follows the same sort of like thing that happens in Grisaya about how, you know, all routes are basically canon, but the romance stuff isn't.
なあ、ソラ。あれ、君は？
こうさん。
ソラは？今までそこにいたはずなのに。あ、このニューロジャック。そういえば、俺。
お願い、思い出さないで。
そうか。空はもう。
ごめんなさい。こうさん、ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。私、どうしても。私、一生をかけてあなたに償いますから。隠れて注意。偵察機です。
Upon hearing Rain's warning, I turn off the engine and lie down along with the bike. A moment later, I hear jets in the distance. I hear goat comms. Mary is probably their codename for Nanoha. The unit flies away and I get up, spitting out sand.
超チフスのメアリーってか？ナノハを保菌者扱いしやがって。
I actually have no idea who that is. I raised the bike and started going through the wastes again.
無事だったのか、レイン。ってすまなかった。俺の言うセリフじゃないけどな。
今、フェンリルに合流したところです。以後、サポートを担当します。約束通り、お父様と話し合っていただけたんですね。
本当にすまん。この償いはきっと。いえ、
これで貸し借りなしにしておきますから。
They're not doing the, like, brackets thing even though they're in chant, right? Weird.
そうか。親父さんと休戦したか注意。
Or maybe this is not a chant, this is maybe just direct communication with Rain.
ノイ先生？もしかしてレインと一緒なんですか？
引っ越し間際、少佐が担ぎ込んできた。 お尋ね者のフェンリルを見てやれる医者が他にいるかね。今回の請求は高くつくぞ、大佐。
わかったわかった。鈴代氏からの逃亡を手助けした分は差し引いておいてくれよ。
An hour later, I arrive at Minamiasaka. 11 hours left.
ここ南朝霞なんだよな。
ええ、地理的にはすでに南朝霞のはずですが。
My sweet childhood home is no different from the wastelands I passed on the way here. The pile of half-buried rubble, scorched trees, and building remains clearly indicate that there was a town here. You know, I always say this in a lot of my playthroughs recently about how I'm pretty much detached about items, right? About belongings, about everything really, including human interaction. That's because I don't really attach joy or any happy feelings towards, you know, like things and people, guys. That's probably why it's so easy for me to just cut off people when I think that I don't really care about them anymore. I don't think that this way of thinking is wrong in any way, and I admit that it is a cold way of looking at things and people, right? But it is how I am. And I don't think I want to change that.
廃墟とも言えないな、こりゃ。
Because I don't think I would care about my hometown in any way, too. If I were to take a look at it and then I'm like, okay, it's already destroyed. Well, I still have a house somewhere, you know?
昔の地図を探して近くに重ねてみますか？
As I said, though, I don't really have particularly fond memories about my past, too.
いや、なんとなくだが、ここがどこだったかわかる気がするよ。
These burnt stumps are probably the forest next to the school, and that pile of rubble there has to be the remains of the post office.
ねえ、一緒に年賀状を買いに行こう。
Following my memories, I walk through the wasteland. I carefully search for signs of the past and walk on what used to be the road.
早く早く、もうちょっとでお家に着くから。
To some degree, I guess me, like, playing these games just makes me want to experience stuff that I clearly never experienced myself, right? And yeah, it's definitely escapism, but at the same time, my sense of self is just so strong that I can't really escape in these games too.
そうだ。ここに角があって、ここを曲がれば俺たちの家があって。
Right as I turn it? The sun starts shining through the dense clouds. Turning what? I'm guessing as I turn that it is probably a mistake. A girl is standing in a muddy orange glow.
ナノハ!
In the wasteland of my childhood home, surrounded by whatever remains of our houses, Nanoha is standing still with a dense aura of sadness around her.
私ってやっぱりバカだよね。もう何もないって知っていたはずなのに。もう誰もいないって分かってきたはずだったのに。
I mean, sometimes even though you know something, you don't accept, you know, the facts, Nanoha. That's how humans are, sadly. I mean, I don't really want to be someone like that. I want to be someone that's able to accept facts no matter how harsh it is.
待ってろ。そっちに行く。
来ちゃダメ！
She raises her voice to stop me. Her eyes are feverish and open wide with fear. Her lips are shivering and her skin is as pale as paper. An icy chill runs down my spine. I have a bad feeling about this.
何かあったのか、ナノハ。
ねえ、そこで話を聞いて。
話ならもっと近くで。
お願いだから、こう。
As I take a step forward, she takes a step back, clearly afraid.
私ね、こうのこと大好き。愛してる。こうして最後にまた会えて、もう思い残すこと。
だから縁起でもないことを言うな。大丈夫、まだ間に合う。フェンリルの設備で摘出すれば。
もう遅いよ。
遅くない。どうしていきなりそんな。
Did it go to her body?
遅いんだよ。だって
Nanoha raises her voice again, then flips her skirt up.
こりゃ一体何の冗談なんだ。
What's actually going on? I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to see if there's actually something happening, but I don't understand, Ko. My voice is hoarse with shock.
もう私こんな体になっちゃったんだよ。
I'm taking a look at her thighs, and is it actually changing her thighs? I thought that was just something on her jeans. The small body of my beloved childhood friend. The body I embraced and loved many times. There are pipe-like organs underneath her skin. Not only that, but it's clearly her own flesh, warped beyond recognition. Assembler has already begun its operations?
一体いつの間にこんな。
わからないよ。どうしてこうなっちゃったの？
Still exposing herself, Nanoha stops profusely.
体がこんな風になっちゃったよ。こんなひどい。むちゃくちゃだよ。
I mean, you said yes to the operation, Nanoha.
なのは
どんどんひどくなって止まらないの。もう私この赤ちゃん産んであげられないよ。
She just keeps on sobbing. My mind is blank. I don't know what to do or say.
先生、人体に影響はないってのに、どうしてもうこれ治らないよね。先生はどうして私に嘘ばかり言うの？私もう何を信じていいのかわからないよ。
How about stop putting that belief on something else other than yourself? Did he fail to rewrite it? Is this an unexpected side effect? Or did he actually know this would happen?
私また大事なものをなくしちゃったよ。
It's like what happened to Sora all over again. Am I about to lose the girl I love for a second time?
何があったのですか？注意。
Rain's shout brings me back to my senses.
とても口じゃ言えない。感覚を共有するから勝手に見てくれ。
The moment I do so, Dan and Rain lose their words.
なんてひどいこと。
おいおい、こりゃたまらんな。
I mean, they could have done something more graphic, because it's really difficult to actually understand what's going on with this CG. As we fall silent due to shock, Nanoha rubs her eyes and speaks up.
ねえ、こう最後に聞いてくれる？
だから最後とかって。
お願い。聞いて。
Nanoha has stopped wailing. She's holding back her sadness to say something. I have no choice but to shut up and listen.
実はね、本当にちょっとだけ如月寮に来た時、夢を見てたことがあったんだ。こうともっと仲良くなれたらなって。映画とかのお話みたいにいろんな思い出が作れたらなって。だけど当てが外れちゃったんだよね。焦ったな。だっていきなり千夏先輩がそこにいて、その後も空先輩が来て、だから私は幼なじみでいいやってコウが迎えに来てくれた時、心底吹っ切れたつもりだったの。私はコウとずっと一緒にいられるんだ。だからもう一生寂しくないって。
なのは
でもそれがいきなり一緒になれて、ありがとう。だからね、つい数時間前まで私信じられないぐらい幸せだった。ありがとう。だからもういいよ、こう。
お前が良くても俺が良くない。まだ諦めるのは早いって言ってるだろ。
ごめん、もう疲れちゃった。
She slowly shakes her head.
ねえ、こう、お願いがあるの。
聞きたくね
殺して。
え。だから聞きたくねえって言ってるだろ。
お願い、殺してよ、こう。どうせならこうの手で。こうだって覚悟してたんでしょ？
You know how, like, harsh it is to actually ask someone that likes you to kill you? Man, even at the end, you're still pretty egotistical, Nanoha. Not to say that there's anything wrong with that, but, you know, I don't like it.
バカ。お前だけ死なせる覚悟なんかしてねえよ。
I can't hold it anymore. I run up to her. I grab her by the arm before she can get away and embrace her tight.
もう遅いよ、ナノハ。
And so I force a kiss on her lips. With that, my fate is sealed. There's no doubt there was a assembler in her saliva. I definitely have some inside me now.
俺が決めてた覚悟はな、お前を一人で死なせたりしない。行く時も帰る時も二人一緒だってことだよ。
Oh, sorry about that.
もう俺を一人にしないでくれ。寂しいのも誰かを失ったのもお前だけじゃねえ。空に続いてお前にまで目の前で行かれたら正気を保っていられる自信がねえよ。
She suddenly stopped struggling.
俺こそすまん。俺にはもうこんなことしかしてやれない。
I mean, we can't die here, right? I mean, I don't think we're gonna die here. So holding her tight, I gripped the firebomb Noi gave me. This is sure to reduce both of us in assembler to ash.
私はもう覚悟は決めてるから。
Nanoha places her own hand on mine. Glad that it's still soft, I gently kiss her.
いけません、注意。
ちょっと待て、まさかお前親の前で爆死とか焼身自殺とかとんでもねえこと考えてねえだろうな。
Crap, I forgot to stop sharing my senses. The absurdity makes me grin a bit. I doubt this is a face I should be making in my situation.
親父、すまん。俺はどうも間に合わなかったみたいだ。
最後まで諦めるな、こう。ナノハちゃんを助け出したいのだろう。
俺だって諦めたくねえよ。でも一体どうすりゃいいんだよ。
とにかく今そこへ向かう。お前は俺と同じ失敗をするつもりか。
来るな、親父も巻き込まれるぞ。それになんだよ同じ失敗って。
生き延びたらいつか話してやる。だからまだ諦めるんじゃねえ。ちょい、例の緊急回線はまだ開かねえのか。
はい、繋がりました。だから注意、待って。
Rain shouts out a warning to me, but the image of a woman appears at that exact moment.
アセンブラが見つかったようね。
Sarah Tachibana, my aunt and the head of Arc Industries.
おい、セイラさんよ。ちょっと見てやってくれねえか。
セイラおばさん、俺の彼女が。
She's looking at me, but it doesn't feel like she's seeing me. She's probably gathering info on the net and thinking what to do. It's a gaze unique to AI witches. Rain makes this look every now and then again too.
状況は把握したわ、コウさん。
She lightly sighs, then looks up and speaks in a plain, priestess-like voice.
アセンブラが起動準備に入り、手近な物体を使ってレプリケータ、ナノのプラントを作っているのよ。いわば今の彼女は生きるバイオプラント。宿主を殺さないように、その人体を改良しながら、アセンブラは増殖段階に入っているわ。
おいおい、じゃあお嬢ちゃんの体内はすでにナノマシンでいっぱいってわけか。
そう。 もはや撃鉄は上げられた。アセンブラはまさにトリガーを引かれようとしている。
But there's still like 12 hours left. I guess at this point maybe like closer to 10. We're shocked silent. Yet Aunt Sarah lightly moves her lips to form something resembling a smile.
半ば予想した通りの展開です。安心なさい。対応策は準備してある。
予想通り準備してたって。じゃあおばさんは菜の葉にアセンブラが移植されていたのを知っていた？
いえ、そこまでは予測していませんでしたが、あの男がこの手を使うのは予想していました。
Gregory or Naoki? Yeah, Ark's definitely hiding something. The suspicion suddenly comes back to me.
まさか得意点やネットの混乱もアークが仕込んだことじゃないでしょうね。
Aunt Sarah shakes her head.
私たちには確かに明かせない秘密がある。疑われても仕方がないと思うわ。
The singularity and what? Trouble with the net. Yeah, it's not. It's actually the AI, Kyle.
だけど、そこには人の誤解を招くもの。今は明かさない方がいい秘密が眠っているの。
I'm guessing in Aki's route we're gonna be learning a lot more about the AIs and stuff.
実は AI が暴走してる。
それはあなたにも明かせない。けど、今はあなたを全力で助けます。私はあなたのおばなのですから。
I really doubt you're helping me because you're my aunt.
こう疑問はもっともだが時間がねえ。腹をくくって覚悟を決めろ。
言われるまでもない。俺は親父とは違うんだ。
いい？よく聞いて。アセンブラの特徴はコマンダーにあるのは覚えているわね。これからイブの総力を傾けてナノハさんのバイオプラントに干渉。コマンダーを書き直すわ。
でもプログラムの書き換えは栗原先生でなければできないって。
だからこれはハッキングになる。正直言えば失敗する確率の方が高いかもしれない。それに気をつけて。繋いだ瞬間、ゴートにナノハさんの所在が発覚するわ。ゴートが殺到してくる。けれど、書き換えまでの時間はあなたたちが何とかしてくれますね。
Alright, guess it is gonna be Shinatsu, isn't it? You never change, do you, Aunt Sarah? No one else would make such absurd assumptions like it's nothing.
わかりました。で、俺はどうすればいいんです？
あなたを踏み台にして、ナノハさんをネットにつないで。
I need to save my game.
よろしいでしょう。
聞こえてたか、ナノハ。アークやおばさんが俺たちを助けてくれるって。
She's blinking in surprise. The change in situation must be perplexing.
必ず助けてやるからな、ナノハ。
I take out a cable and connect our neurojacks. I do feel like it's very... Like, even though he's trying to reassure Nanoha, it's very irresponsible to say things that, you know, that there's no backing on, Ko. With that, I became a router. This means that anyone mind-hacking Nanoha will have to break through my ice first. Nanoha lightly gasps.
まだ咲いてたんだ。
I follow her gaze and see a single carnation among the weeds.
季節外れ。それだけじゃない。よくこんな環境で。これゴーのお母さんのお花だよね。
ああ、これはきっと吉兆ってやつだ。
そうだね。私ゴーにこの身を委ねるから。
What the hell is Naoki doing right now? We kiss, promising to come back alive. Initializer. Boost your processing power, enabling you to unleash a flurry of blows. I mean, sure. What does that even do, though? Initial... zero? Initializer, I guess. More
セーブ
tutorials.
します。よろしいでしょうか。バトルシステムを解説します。
Allows you to pull off a sequence of powerful combos. What even is this? Initializer can be equipped in your Force Crash slot. That said, the effects of its use are entirely different to that of a Force Crash. It can be activated in the same manner, however, by pressing A and B buttons at the same time with a full gauge. What effects does its use entail then? Initializer activate. In doing so, the surroundings darken, causing all enemy movement to slow down. This situation gives you the upper hand over the enemy and continues until you finish a combo. It doesn't end there though. Using the same attack repeatedly before the heat gauge returns to 0 is impossible under normal circumstances. But what happens if we try this while Initializer is activated? The same attack used previously can be performed once again, so I guess I can make a double combo if I do that, huh? Might be more interesting than using a Force Crash, but I don't know. What's more, the heat gauge has reached its max here. Yet performing attacks is still possible while Initializer is active. I mean, duh, it's basically a Force Crash, and a Force Crash does that too. Marvelous, isn't it? Mastering this will allow you to unleash 2 full sets of combos on your enemies. Yeah, 2 full sets. Try to make use of this unique ability to its fullest. I guess we'll see whether or not I'll use that. It doesn't count as a Force Crash finish though, which is what we need to get data on those people, right? Or not people, I guess, the machines. But Initializer might be a lot more useful than just a Force Crash, because I don't like Force Crash anyway, since it's liable for you to get hit. I'm in the ether. The only things here are my unit and a single weak virus. It's where we're hiding Nano's avatar.
気をつけてね。こう。
ああ、ナノハは下がってろ。決して前に出てくるなよ。
I guess she doesn't have a simulacrum, that's why she's going to the ether here. Yeah, I guess for the average person, being mind-hacked and they don't have a simulacrum is very dangerous.
俺たちも途中のルートを守ってやる。お前は撃ち漏らした敵を片付けてくれ。閉じた核壁で敵の侵入はある程度防げる。核壁を破壊されないよう注意しろ。
あ
あ、I'll try.
ゴールキーパーは任せとけ。書き換えまでの間、ナノハは守り抜いてやる。
I'll try, Kyle.
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
頼んだぞ。注意。
Gathering my wits, I connect Nanoha and Eve.
来ました。センサーにゴート確認。ものすごい数です。
これではとてもさばききれんぞ。
とにかく今は俺たちで食い止めるしかない。
I mean, we're basically fighting against an army in here.
陣形を乱すな。
Well, we only have, you know, mercenaries on our side.
敵確認。オープンコンバット。
I'm hearing something, but they're not here yet. I gotta protect the doors, though.
おいこう、そっちに何機か行ったぞ。
Yeah, I have the minimap. What? They're not supposed to be able to do that. That's so bullshit. They appear out of nowhere.
大量に突破された。
くそ、親父、頼むぜ。当たれ、どうした。へい。ほら。
Fuck you, man.
へい、はっ、できた。へい、はっ、切り裂け。行くぜ。へい、当たれ、どう。へい、はっ、切り裂け。
Oh man, I really suck at defense missions. And this is a defense mission if I've ever seen one. Fuck. That's one. Did I hit? Okay, I hit them, but it's definitely not enough. Shit.
少しだけ
Is Aki gonna help me?
ありがとうアキネ。よくわかんないけど俺たちのために。
注意、そっちへ向かったぞ。
こうは戦闘に集中して死ぬから。
I know.
殺人なのを点火できる。
コマンダーのバージョンが違う。
ここまで来たら大丈夫。
Fuck!
パッチはこちらで開けるよ。
おいこう、お前何やってんだ。
What do you mean what I'm doing? They're hitting bulkheads while I'm trying to hit
2つ目が
them.
やられた。
Oh, fucking hell.
必死だな。
The problem is that I think if I hit the bulkhead, it counts as an attack. I don't know whether or not it is though, but fuck.
くそ、核兵器が。
注意、残りの核兵器はあと一つだぞ。何としても持ちこたえろ。
へいはっ、指先。へっ、当たれ。へい。ほら。ロック。へいはっ、指先。へい。当たれ。へい。ほら。覚悟しな。
Okay, that's one. Yeah, I do actually think that if I hit them, it counts as if I hit the bulkhead.
へいはっ、指先。
There's no way that they actually do this otherwise, right? Like, they got here way too quickly otherwise.
へいはっ、指先。へい。当たれ。へい。
オーバーライド開始。第2波襲来。早い、シルクは前線突破。
邪魔するな雑魚ども。
Where are they
気を
though?
つけろ。どうやら真打ちの登場だ。ジャマー展開。前期3回。目標キャリア。破壊しても構わん。
千夏。
I mean, I already know
破
Jinatsu
壊
is
して
gonna
も
be here.
構わんだよ。キャリアは菜の葉なんだぞ。
オープンコンバット。
Where are they gonna spawn?
見えた。
I'm guessing down there. Okay, they spawn very far.
へいはっ、指先。へい、当たれ。へい。ほら。
Okay, that's very good for me at least.
へい。へいはっ、指先。へい。当たれ。へい。ほら。へいはっ、指先。へい。当たれ。へい。ほら。へいはっ、指先。へい。へい。へいはっ、指先。ほら。へい、当たれ。へい。邪魔だ。へいはっ、指
Yeah, I
先。
feel like I'm the one that's actually killing the bulkheads.
ほら。
That's actually so stupid.
あーい。見たか。へい。寝ろ。へい。
Something's hitting me.
当たれ。
A diamante. I don't remember what that is.
当たれ。当たれ。へい。へいはっ、指先。へい、当たれ。へい。へいはっ、指先。へい。寝ろ。へいはっ、指先。へい、当たれ。へい。へいはっ、指先。へい。当たれ。へい。ほら。へいはっ、指先。へい、当たれ。へい。
When you're not being targeted by these things are very easy. Like, all of the enemies are very easy when you're not like the main... what's the word?
見たか。
Like when they're trying to actually kill you.
指先。へい。寝ろ。
The problem still stands though. I don't know whether or not if they just like go bypass the danger zone, they're gonna like win the game. Desperado.
千夏、もう引き上げてくれ。お前の部下は全滅した。
But yeah, I do feel like I was the one that's actually destroying those
よ
bunkers.
ろしいでしょう。
だったらなおさら私は引くわけにはいかない。
千夏。
邪魔をするならあんただって倒す。
千夏先輩。
ごめん菜の葉、悪いね。でもこれも任務なんだ。私だってこんなの嫌だけど、あんたがアセンブラなんかに関わるから。
待て、菜の葉は知らずに巻き込まれたんだ。
True, but she was the one that said yes to the operation, Ko.
女のために世界を滅ぼす気？こう
頼む、あと少しだけ待ってくれ。アークはアセンブラを書き換えて無害にしようと。
I mean, I would probably protect the girl that I love too, to be honest, but I do not love Nanoha, so...
こうはどうしてそこまでアークを、アークや先生を信じられるの？私たち裏切られたんだよ。おかげでみんなが、空が死んでいるんだよ。また人が大勢死ぬかもしれないんだよ。
俺には信じる道しか残されていないんだよ。
アークがネットに悪さして大混乱になってるのは知ってるでしょ。グングニーヌが機能停止してる。今アセンブラが起動しても止められないんだよ。
それは誤解。アークは何も。
聞いたか千夏、あれはアークの仕業じゃない。
そんなこと信じられるか。
友達同士でそんなに殺し合いがしたいのか、バカ
Interesting
野郎。
music.
私はもう死んでいるも同じなんだよ。
Damn, she has a lot of HP. 4 bars. Oh, fucking hell. Stop that. Jesus.
吹っ飛ばしてやる。
へいはっ切り裂けへい当たれへい。
Man, if only I have a force crash there. That was actually a very good time to deal some damage to her. Fuck. I hate the fact that she's always like up in midair. Fucking annoying bastard, Chinatsu.
へいはっ切り裂けへい。
もっとよく狙い
Fuck.
な。
Let me get my combo in, Chinatsu. You bitch. I'm pretty afraid of her, like, force crash, though.
へい
Fuck.
殺されたい。
Oh, fuck! Just as I was saying that, I got hit by it.
体に刻んだ動きだ。
へいへい当たれ。ほら
Shit. Not a full combo. What are you gonna do, Chinatsu? Fuck you! Stop jumping up! She's so high up. What the fuck? Her gauge is already full again? Bro! How?
狙いな。
And I can't cheese her with, like, non-melee here because she keeps jumping. Wow, horse crash is nuts. Come on, do your move. Do your moveset, do something.
はっ食らうがいいさ。
へいはっ切り裂けへい当たれへい。
Okay, that was actually her force crash move, that thing. And that does a lot after she whiffs.
吹っ飛ばしてやる。
Oh, are you kidding me? I got hit by that again? No, that's actually the second one, no.
へい
痛い。
Fuck.
さっさと帰り
Oh,
な。
I should have just ran for it. She was actually still in, like, that mode. She was still overheating. Yeah, she gains force crash without even doing anything. I'm just taking a look at it. Yeah, well, the battle is moving on. She actually gains the gauge.
へいはっ切り裂けへい当たれへい覚悟しな
There we go.
あー
Okay.
いいだろ
Oh, fucking hell! I messed up.
いいだろ
体に刻んだ動きが脳
へい
でよく
は
嫌いな。
っ切り裂けへい当たれへい
Okay. She has a force gauge. I don't like that. But as long as I'm far away, I don't think I'm gonna be able to get hit by it. Where is she? Fuck.
へい Fuck どこを見ている
Ah.
当たれ当たれ
I don't like this. This is very
脳でよく
sketch.
狙いな。
I literally just gotta wait until she does the drill thing to kill her, I think. That's like the very best chance for me to be able to make use of it.
当たれ
Come on, do something, Chinatsu.
脳でよく狙いな。
当たれ
脳でよく狙いな。
当たれ
Oh my god, I might be able to cheese her. Shit! Kinda scared though.
当たれ当たれ
Fuck! I'm actually sweating. Not gonna lie, I'm sweating. Okay, cheesed. Died like a chump, Chinatsu. Eat shit. Jeez.
千夏上層しろ。前も言ったがお前も殺したくはない。
Let me save my game, girl. I am scared shitless. That was like so close. I got hit by like what, 2 force crashes?
千夏頼む。
分かったよ。私の負けだ。
She said it's my loss. She returns to her avatar and spits in frustration. I'm glad I didn't have to kill a friend.
後続の敵はいません。
よし、一段落といったところだな。シゼル、交代して前衛に回ってくれ。俺は基地の指揮に戻る。
やあ、さすがね。その人数で天下のゴートを退けるなんて。
相手が軽装の機動部隊だけで助かりました。それより書き換えの様子はいかがですか？
順調。現在 80% が上書き済み。
よかった。どうやら助かりそうだぞ、菜の葉。やっぱり怖いよな。
She shakes her head. It's clear she's forcing it, but at least she has the energy to do that much.
書き換えても私の体元に戻るのかな。
菜の葉。
ごめん、そんなのんきなこと気にしてる場合じゃないよね。
I think at this point, if you still have your life, it's good enough, Nanoha.
みんなが戦ってくれてるのにバカだよ私。
安心しろ。お前がどんな風になっても俺の気持ちは変わらない。
けどあんなにグロテスク。
大丈夫さ。移植だってきっとできる。全身クローンじゃなきゃ認可だってきっと。
Is she gonna snipe Nanoha from there? Suddenly, Chinatsu laughs like mad.
先輩。
こう、あんたは強いね。天才。やっぱ私じゃ勝てないよ。けどね、ゾンビはどうやっても殺せないよ。
She cracks a confident smile and vanishes from sight. She's dashing towards Nanoha at downright inhuman speeds.
自爆装置の反応。注意、撃ってください。早く。
千夏止まれ
My hand moves by itself and targets her back. I mean, just shoot her.
デートの次は初のキスか。私たち順当にステップを踏んでるよね。
I get this just trying to show like our emotional attachment to Chinatsu, but I personally, even though Chinatsu is probably the character I like the most, I also don't have any attachment towards her, you know? Besides, aren't you supposed to be protecting the woman you love, Ko? A split second later, the finger on the trigger freezes.
注意。千夏先輩。千夏先輩。
Shot by a heavy firearm, Chinatsu vanishes without a trace. I wasn't the one who shot her. My finger is still frozen.
一体誰が
Man, Ko's so retarded. He would have like regretted it even more if they both blew up. I turn around and see a familiar simulacrum. It's a special unit wielding dual katana. Oh my god, really? Are you the final boss of this game? Or of this route? Wielding dual katanas.
すまない、千夏くん。
栗原先生
My head's a huge mess right now. A part of me is relieved Nanoha didn't die. Another is shocked Chinatsu did. And yet another is surprised Mr. Kurihara is here. I take a deep breath. First things first.
先生助走していただけますか
よかろう。もちろんそうするつもりだ。
Oh, what the fuck? Okay. You actually did. I was surprised. I thought he was gonna be like, you know, the main villain of the JRPG. And be like, huh. He nods and cancels his simulacrum.
私に戦闘の意思はない。戦いに紛れてここまで来たのは諸君らと話し合いをするためなのだ。コウ君、ナノハ君、それにアークにフェンリルの諸君、安心したまえ。書き換えなどしなくてもアセンブラは無害だ。私が保証する。
He might still be lying though, yeah.
私は神父の裏を書き、アセンブラのコードを改変した。もし神父が起動させても、いや、あえて起動させることこそが世界と人類のためになるだろう。
I still feel like this is gonna be a fucking final boss fight. I'm not gonna lie.
でも私の体が。
心配をかけたね、ナノハ君。あれは一時的なものだ。アセンブラが解放されればすぐに元に戻るはずだ。
I feel like he's lying through his teeth.
だったらどうしてナノハにそれを説明してあげなかったのです
あの時アジトがどんな騒ぎだったか知っているだろう。私だって説明してやりたかったのだが。 ここは俺に任せろ。
Suddenly, Dad joins the exchange.
先生さんよ、俺としてはそんなことよりどうやってここに潜り込んできたか尋ねたいんですがね。先ほど言った通り、戦いに紛れ忍び込んできた。と言っても信じてくれないかね。あんたの実態はドミニオンと一緒にいたんじゃなかったのかな。一体どうやって没入してきたんだ。ドミニオンの監視の目をごまかし没入してきたんだ。つまり私はそれだけ危険を冒してでも君たちに。先生さんよ、あんまりいい加減なこと言ってうちの息子や息子の嫁をたぶらかさないでくれないか。
アセンブラは我々が処理をする。我々は残念ながらあなたを信用していない。
まったく軍人とは。セーラ社長、アキ君、君たち聡明なるアークのメンバーなら私の言うことを理解していただけますね。
Maybe he is actually. I don't know. They say nothing. Mr. Kurihara sighs, raises his hands, and shakes his head.
どうしがたい連中だ。 つこいつも話にならん。
先生。
Looking at him now makes me feel a repulsion that's hard to put into words. I'm pretty sure I've experienced it before.
第3波襲来。違う、ドミニオンの襲来です。
だろう、これもあんたが手引きをしたのか。
安心したまえ。彼らの狙いはおそらくナノハ君ではなくコウ君だ。
Huh? What would they want me?
中継者であるコウ君を排除すれば
Oh, okay, I see.
物理的に不可能になる。ログアウトしてジャックを抜きたまえ。
そうはいくかよ。あなたはナノハを見捨てろって言うんですか。
He said, "You're telling me to abandon Nanoha."
気を引き締めろ、注意。ここが正念場だ。そいつのことは後回しだ。
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。もう少し、あと少しだから。こう。
私は逃げも隠れもしない。さあ、私を疑うなら撃ちたまえ。
Damn.
さあ。
He really is not using a simulacrum.
切り裂け。
現在書き換え 70%。
Or at least they got the decency to actually heal me to full. Oh my god.
62%。
They actually
な
healed
んで
me.
カウントが逆戻りしてんだ
Ah,
よ。
what?
アセンブラが書き換えに対抗
I
している。
wasn't paying attention to that. Oh
プロ
shit.
グラム改変の防止機能があったよね。
Interesting.
それじゃまるでノインゼン。
嫌な名前を出すな。
Isn't Noinzen that like
機能とやらを解除できないのか。
first AI guy?
暗号化されてて難しい。
Jesus.
キーはおそらく栗原先生だけが知っている。
Fucking hell, bro. These guys are nuts.
むやみに書き換えられては困るけどね。
I wish I got the bulkheads again. This is so stupid.
57%。
My god.
55%。50%。
There's just too many of these bastards. Bro!
アキ君、私はこの数年間さまざまな対抗処置をアセンブラに踏み込むことに没頭してきた。
Jesus.
飽きね
Oh my god.
自分にできることをしろ。今はこのエリアからドミニオンを叩き出せ。
It's so stupid.
見せて。こっちだ。
Oh my god. Bro! What? What is going on? I can't even kill one of them. This is so stupid. I'll see you guys once I'm done with this. This is so dumb. Do I just like run away? Fuck, this is stupid. Okay, I'm back. Man, I gotta play pretty defensively on that one.
現在書き換え 30%。 27%。 25%。 20%。
Okay, let me save my game, please. Oh, that's the autosave. We already did 100 again.
ドミニオンの第2波、ゴートの第3波接近中。
このままではアセンブラを無効化する前に全滅だな。
だから諦めて撤退したまえ。そうすればドミニオンは君たちを襲わない。ゴートの相手もしてくれる。
先生、あなたはいつからドミニオンに魂を売ったんですか。
言っただろう。私はアナンやドミニオンを利用してきた。全てはアセンブラのためにね。
先生、プログラム改変のキーコードを。
ダメだ。
先生、そのキーとやらを渡せねばあなたを撃ちます。
It's inside of us, it should be. It's probably on that flashback that we saw.
たとえ撃っても手には入らないよ。
やっぱりあれは先生だったの。
A single tear runs down Aki's cheek.
何のことかね。
マザーには流出事故直前のデータが残ってた。偽の爆破予告が15分前に確かに届いてた。
それは研究所内部から何者かの手で出されていた。
It happened on the morning of Christmas Eve. Chinatsu and I were seeing off Sora and Nanoha as they prepared to head out to the lab.
そら、どうしても行かなきゃいけないのか？
Sora's getting ready to leave.
どうしても会わなきゃいけない人がいるのよ。これも友達のためだから。
God, I hate flashbacks during important times, and I feel like this is gonna be a pretty decent length one. She pulls on my sleeve and whispers into my ear.
それにね、先生に頼まれてることがあるの。
Okay, this makes me feel kinda awkward. I retaliate with a whisper of my
お
own.
前に頼むなんて先生も勇気があるよな。
She pouts, pulls my ear, and whispers angrily.
それってひそひそ話する内容。第一、こういう時は何を頼まれたんだっていうのが礼儀じゃないの？
My ear hurts.
何を頼まれたんだ？
まあいいわ。ここだけの話だけどね。なんかサプライズパーティーみたいなのを先生が企んでいるらしいのよ。
今日はお堅い式なんじゃなかったのか？
だから余計にサプライズなんじゃないの？なんかみんなにも来てほしがっていたわよ、先生。
でも今晩はクリスマスイブだしな。
うん、分かってる。私も早めに帰るから。大丈夫、忘れてない。
He wants all of us to come, but why only you came then? She moves her face away from my ear. Her cheeks are kinda rosy.
内緒話のつもり？全部ダダ漏れなんだけど。ソラ先輩、早くしないと間に合いませんよ。じゃあ行ってくるから。先輩、腕を引っ張らないで。
Sora gets in her shoes and runs out, dragging Nanoha behind her.
今のところいっぱい。今日こそは。
いや、千夏、だな。
いいの。まだ二人ともエッチしたわけでもないでしょ。勝負はこれからよ。
So stupid.
俺はどうせ不甲斐ない男だよ。
まあ、それじゃあ昼は暇なんでしょ。だったら一緒に買い物でも。
Chinatsu wraps her arm around mine.
ソラ君とナノハ君は？
Mr. Kurihara calls us, cutting her words short. That's some impressive timing.
ああ、先生、どうしたんですか？
二人なら今出かけましたけど。
そうか。二人に連絡してすぐ戻るように。
何かあったんですか？それなら先生が直接連絡すれば。先生？
そうだな。ああ、ぜひそうするよ。
I guess he knew this would happen. But if Nanoha was there, why is she alive?
先生、
Huh? I don't get it.
調子が良くないんですか？
いや、大丈夫。少し寝ぼけていただけだ。ところで君たちは今日はこっちに来ないのだね。
はい。
それは残念だ。きっと今晩は素晴らしい夜になるはずだよ。
With that, he ends the call.
先生、調子悪そうだよね。
みたいだな。明日は発表会だろ。疲れが溜まってるのかな。
本当にね。せっかくの晴れの舞台なのに。
まあ、先生の調子が悪かったら、その時は俺たちでフォローしようぜ。
だね。ま、師匠の面倒は弟子が見るってことで。なんかあったら私たちが頑張らないとね。
Right. That's why Chinatsu and I became suspicious of him once Great Christmas happened.
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
その爆破予告。組み込んだのは栗原直樹。あなたですね。
嘘。いくらなんでもそんなわけないですよね、先生。
His only response is a weird smile.
先生。
前衛突破されました。ドミニオンの第2班がそちらに。
さあ、コウ君、ログアウトしたまえ。千夏君について君まで失いたくはない。
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
そりゃありがたいお話で。
I still need to understand his reasoning though. His motive. Oh, they healed me again. That's kind of nice.
現在書き換え 15%
Okay, I'm gonna go kill that one first. Where is it?
書き換えられる前に逃げようって腹かよ。
無駄だ。その前に撃ち落とされておしまいだな。
先生、あそこにはあんたの実体があるんじゃなかったのか。こんなところでおしゃべりしてていいのか。
バカにしないでくれたまえ。私は理想のためいつでも死ぬ覚悟はしている。
最初から死ぬ最後の言い方をするの。
竿になんとかつなげ、攻撃をやめさせるんだ。
Jesus, what happened?
現在書き換え 10%、09%、
I got like pushed into outer space, I guess.
07%。
アセンブラ放出の準備が整ってしまう。
始まるぞ。私や
I guess he knew that, you know, the last time that great Christmas happened, he was gonna fail. And that's why he actually tried to do it again, I guess. Where's the other altar one? Is there only one left, really? I thought there was one more. Okay. This is a new one, I think. Iron Hammer. Maybe I can do another force crash. Yeah, if I miss the kick, I can probably just do the haywire or the wire drag pretty quickly. So this combo is not too bad, but it's not like the best too. Is that it? That was like so weak compared to the last one. What the hell? Tired from repelling this onslaught, I fall to my knees.
そんなに頑張らなくてもいい。もうリアルに戻って休みたまえ。無駄な努力をする姿を見るのは辛い。
I'm guessing Naoki actually does have multiple personalities or something. It doesn't make sense otherwise. The reason he did the thing he gave us too in that like a flashback, right? He gave us the key, right? I assume that's what he gave us.
だったらどこかに行っててくださいよ。
I glance at the counter and see numbers which spell nothing but despair.
間に合わない。アセンブラの自己修復が早すぎ。
Is it all over then? Are we about to have another great Christmas? Am I losing Nanoha too?
現在書き換え 1%、2%、3%、4%。
カウンターがまた。
バカな。アークの AI をすべて投入しても、アセンブラの自己修復に勝てるわけがない。
Or I guess Agent is gonna help us out.
皆さん上と言っていいのかわかりませんが、とにかく頭上。
I do as I'm told and see something that makes me gasp.
得意点。
The three dimensions we're familiar with aren't enough to perceive the direction where it actually is. This direction was given a name in the 20th century. Anakata? The fourth direction of space-time. Anakata? What?
ネットが3次元で構成されているのは利用者、人間の感覚器官に合わせているだけ。
I hear that familiar awkward voice.
仮想空間は無限数の方向を再現しうる。
起きているのか。
As I look around, Aki raises her voice.
処理能力が爆発的に増大。上書き再開の原因はこれ。
現在書き換え 15%。
すごい勢いでコマンダーが上書きされてる。これはどんな魔法？
Alright, hurry up and fight us, Naoki.
これは我々の関与していない出来事。まるで無数の AI がどこかに隠れていたみたい。
どうして、なぜ AI が私の邪魔をする？
While the line is filled with vocal confusion, Mr. Kurihara is looking up at the singularity in blank amazement.
AI が人の営みに干渉するのか？彼らは公平な観察者の役割を捨てたのか？
違う。
Someone actually answers him.
そしてあなたのアセンブラは正常に動かない。セーブします。よろ
I
しいで
hate
しょう
your Deus Ex Machina bullshit agent thing. How long was she there? Did someone skip some frames or something? The mysterious girl appeared before Mr. Kurihara seemingly out of nowhere.
そう。ソラ先輩。
アキさん、まさかあなた。
違う。シミュラクラは機能停止。
So Ku is deactivated. Or maybe not deactivated, but you know, she died after Sora died, right? While we're all dumbfounded, the girl is standing there like she's troubled.
私は違う。
The self-proclaimed agent, the mysterious girl who looks exactly like Sora and Ku.
ソラ君じゃない。単なる NPC でもない。何者だ？
He glares at her with stern eyes.
アセンブラは自分を複製するとき、ごく稀な確率で正常ではないもの、突然変異体を生み出す。
She looks back at him and speaks in her emotionless voice. It feels like she's reading from a script or something.
それは解決済みの問題だ。異常因子を取り除く機能がアセンブラには存在する。
そう。それは短期間は有効。しかし、その淘汰により異常因子排除機構に適応した変異体が生成される。
つまりワクチンに適応した病原菌が耐性菌となってしまうようなことね。
Aunt Sarah joins the exchange. Her usually emotionless expression is so serious it's actually scary.
そう。我々は確認。
我々とは誰ですか？
我々。私の複数形。
She tilts her head, looking troubled. It's a very cool-like action.
私とて無論シミュレーションはした。何度も何度も繰り返し動作に異常がないのを確認した。
我々もシミュレーションを実行。あなたの何倍もの規模と時間をかけて。我々の計算では無制限最大効率の増殖後14分49秒で突然変異体が正常な種を駆逐。精度はあなたの数万倍で量子レベルで確認。研究所では予測不能。
バカな。S 級 AI の全機能を全て投入したところでそんなシミュレーションを行う処理能力など。
At a loss for words, Mr. Kurihara looks up at the singularity.
事故の原因はテロ、破壊工作でも彼ら AI の暴走でも何でもない。予測不能あるいは可能なバグ。原因はあなた。
As he keeps looking up, a strange smile appears on his face.
ああ、そうとも。予測不能の突然変異が起きる可能性は知っていたさ。それが保護機能を 凌駕する可能性も。
So does Naoki just want to kill everyone in the world?
セーブします。
I
よろ
mean,
しい
that's
でしょう
very
か。
typical JRPG villain.
がそうなった場合でも環境浄化は実現される。たとえ一時的に致死性の突然変異種が生まれても目的は果たすことができる。そうだろう。
Agent lightly nods.
やはり私は正しかった。コウ君、ナノハ君、見たまえ、私は間違っていなかった。
間違っていなかったって先生。
全てはグングニールが悪いのだ。グングニールが大地を焼かねばあの一帯は今頃は肥沃で綺麗な大地に蘇っていたのだ。
Why did you run away then? Because you didn't want to become a mutant?
やはり私のアセンブラは完璧だったのだ。
His eyes are gleaming with pure glee.
先生。やっぱり。
Alright, Ko, before he turns into a simulacrum, he turns on a simulacrum, just shoot him.
狂ってやがる。
We're looking at the cause of a historical catastrophe. None of us have much to say.
翔くん、私の勝利だ。
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
アセンブラは完璧に動作するのだ。無様な書き換えは即刻中止したまえ。
So he didn't even change anything throughout his, you know, his first attempt at assembler.
誰もそこに住まなくてもかよ。突然変異で致死性のナノが生成されるって言ったろ。人類を滅亡させてどうすんだよ。
きっと誰かが生き延びるさ。それにエネルギーの保存則を知っているだろ。長期に及べば及ぶほどアセンブラの効率は低下し、
グングニールは自動的に反応。汚染地域を無制限に焼き尽くす。完璧に。
Agent speaks in a cold tone, which is the complete opposite of his.
どの道誰一人生き延びられない。
知ったようなことを。
知っている。確実に抹殺。
Yeah, I hate the fact that this thing is basically God. I see a large tears form in her motionless eyes.
君泣いているのか。
泣く。
She looks at me curiously, then checks the corner of her eyes with her finger.
そう。泣いている。確かに個体の反応。
She joins her hands, places them near her chest, and whispers as if confirming something.
泣いている。悲しんでいる。
I'm not sure why. But right now, she's giving me the exact same vibes as Ku.
君は一体何者なんだ。
エージェント。
There's a hint of sadness in her tone.
現在書き換え 40% を突破しました。
そうか。これはアークの妨害工作。姑息な手を。学生そっくりの NPC で私を惑わせようなどとは。
それが NPC かどうか見てわかりませんか。特性は電子体なのですが、ログイン地点どころか全く詳細がつかめません。
やれやれ。ネットにあんたでもわからんことがあるとはな。世も末だ。
電子体は複製も偽造も不可能。それは AI が人を観測作り出すものだから。
黙れ。それ以上たわごとを言うな。
Same, Naoki.
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
Same. He takes a step forward.
やめろ先生。
I menace him with my gun. The next moment, Agent is gone.
どうして君が邪魔をするのかね。やめてくれ。本当に君とは戦いたくないんだ。
先生こそどうしてなんですか。
Yeah, I really just want to know your reasoning, Naoki.
私たちみんないろいろだったから。先生をお兄さんやお父さんみたいに先生だって
なあ、君たちなら分かってくれるだろう。たとえ犠牲を払ってでもなさねばならないことがこの世にはあるのだよ。
It would be a lot more interesting if he actually does want to purge humans, but it doesn't seem so. It's so weird, his motivations.
あのアナウをはじめ恥ずべきクズどもは軍事転用を優先させねば予算を削減すると抜かしたのだ。あの素晴らしい私の実演を見た上でマスコミはただ無知な大衆を扇動し、霧島長官は断固として開発を中止に追い込むと。私のアセンブラは四面楚歌の状況だったのだ。アセンブラは完成間近だというのに軍事転用、開発凍結、くだらない。私が残り少ない時間を捧げているというのに。
Watching his tantrum makes me feel strangely tired. So he really was insane, huh? What happened to his mind?
だからアセンブラをわざと流出させ、その威力を実証しようとしたわけですね。
あの時しかなかったのだ。私の理性はもういつ尽きてしまうのか。
What do you even mean? I know that he said that he doesn't have much time left, but what does that even mean?
それでは若草博士を犠牲にした申し訳が。
若草博士の犠牲？まさか若草博士の死亡もあなたが？
He makes a 180 from his heated attitude and looks at me in astonishment.
違う。あれは私じゃない。私のはずがない。私じゃないはずだ。彼らは素晴らしい学者だ。しかし私はあの人たちの慎重さが許せなかった。いや、だからといって爆弾など仕掛けるものか。そうだ、あの慎重さは害悪だ。でもあの人たちは本当に素晴らしい科学者で私の恩師でもあったのだ。なのに私が殺したのか。
まさかそうですよね。
そう、私のはずがない。そうだろう、菜の葉君。私はあの人たちを敬愛し尊敬し、ナノフラワーに感激して。ナノフラワー、あの役立たずの技術の無駄遣いはどうしたのだ。だから娘へのお土産に爆弾を仕掛けられるんだ。
Yeah, I guess he just have the idea.
ああ、どうやらそうらしい。どうして忘れてしまったのだろうね。
Either the idea or someone actually did brainwash him.
多分あれは私の仕業なんだろう。
I've had enough. I can't watch him like this anymore.
セーブします。よろしいでしょうか。
ナノハ、もう聞くな。この人はもう俺たちの知ってる先生じゃない。
I fixed my sights on him.
ああ、コウ君、そこにいたのか。君とこの素晴らしい瞬間を分かち合いたかった。
He extends his hand to me and beams.
さあ、一緒に正義の味方になろう。私と君でこの世界を救い、幼い頃からの夢を一緒に叶えようじゃないか。
I guess I told him about my dream about wanting to be a hero.
そうはさせません。書き換えは邪魔させません。あなたのアセンブラはここで葬り去ります。
残念だ。私は君を弟のように思っていたのだが、千夏君の次は君を失うとは悲しいよ。
He shifts into a metal giant. Should have just shot him, man. God damn it. We had so much time to actually just shoot him.
腐ったれがシゼル、 レン、王を援護してやってくれ。
あと少しお待ちを。こっちも新手の敵と交戦中。
Why aren't you backing me up?
大丈夫だ。任せろ、親父。これは俺がしなくちゃいけない戦いなんだ。
誰かに別れを告げておかなくてもいいのかね。
さよなら。先生。
Whoa! Nice juke. Okay, that's one of his HP bar, sorta. You're kind of more of a jobber than... Oh, damn, you're kunais. Oh, you're pretty fast though. You're more of a jobber than Chinatsu though, in my opinion. Yeah, he's more of a jobber than Chinatsu. Probably because he doesn't go, you know, like in the air a lot. So that's why I can do a lot of things to him. And he's very susceptible to the rifles. Very nice. Come on, use your force crash or something. There we go. What the? He did double! Oh my god. Oh my goodness. That's interesting. He's able to do double. I didn't know that it's possible to do double force crash. Definitely not something that I saw Chinatsu did. Man, he's a jobber though. You guys see this? In Melee, he jobs so much. Chinatsu is just so much harder than this guy. Goodbye. Wow, what a jobber. What a fucking letdown, that boss fight. Okay, that's the end of the chapter. The end is actually after the fight. That's interesting. I will take a look at 5 minutes of the next chapter here. I don't know whether or not it's going to be the end. But what else is going to happen right now? My final blow forces Kurihara to cancel, throwing his avatar onto the ground. I mean, I guess there's still a lot left to the scenario. Oh my god, what the fuck? Huh? There's a branch. There's a branch? What? There's a branch? Was there also a branch in range route? I mean, it seems like there's like an area here that we can fill too, right? With a flowchart. Oh, what the fuck? I certainly did not expect this. The chapter name is Nanoha though, so I'm guessing this is actually the end, so I'm gonna continue.
腕を上げたな。素晴らしい。君は自慢の学生だ。
Still laughing, he starts coughing blood. I've always dreamt of defeating him. He's my mentor after all. Despite that, my heart's overwhelmed by an unbearable emptiness.
現在書き換え 60%、67%、68%、70%。
こう、私たち、助かったんだよね。
I don't know. Are we?
やっと終わったんだ。
Before me lies Mr. Kurihara, covered in blood and clearly on the verge of death. All I can do is look at him with sympathetic eyes. Suddenly, he speaks up. What is that thing that you gave to us? What is that password thing? If it's not the thing for rewriting assembler, what is it? His voice is hoarse.
何をですか？
私の実体が死亡すれば、アセンブラが爆。
As though losing all surface tension, I guess it it is a good idea for us to not shoot him. Oh my god. Because if this guy dies, that means that, you know, if this guy dies on the internet, that means he's dead too, right? As though losing all surface tension, his avatar turns into bubbling mud and crumbles.
これは一体なんだよ。
コマンダー解放。アセンブラバイオプラントより放出準備。秒読み開始。30秒前。
嘘だ。嘘だろ。
こんなことって。
Nanoha screams and logs out.
ナノハ！
こう待て。
I guess we're gonna kill ourselves. The moment I log out, Nanoha clings to me. I catch a glimpse of her lower body and quickly hug her tight. We both try not to look at it. Yeah, I guess Naoki really did have DID. But is it really DID or is something actually causing his weird mental, you know, instability? It doesn't even look organic, let alone human.
なんでだよ。あと少しで。あと少しだったのに。
Wait, what doesn't look organic? Oh, her hand. Oh, her lower body.
もういいよ。もう私疲れちゃった。
Maybe the other scenario is actually a happy ending for us. How do you get that though? By not killing Naoki? By losing against Naoki, I'm guessing?
キスして。
I don't know.
私愛してるから。
Still embracing each other, we join our lips. Her body is boiling hot and is vermiculating bizarrely. What is vermiculating?
ナノハ。
顔を上げないで。ねえ、上げない。
Guess our face is already looking weird. Just blow ourselves up then after the kiss. I do as I'm asked. We kiss once more and our lips actually merge into a single organ. The neurojack linking us becomes a part of our bodies. I mean, I'm kind of guessing this would happen. That's why in my Patreon post I actually was ambiguous whether or not this was gonna be a so-called happy ending, right? Because even though in Rain's ending it wasn't really happy, like we didn't really know a lot about what happens after we kill Gilbert, we were still alive with both Rain and us. But in this one, we're probably gonna die.
大丈夫。俺が一緒だから。
She pushes her soft chest against mine. The boundary between our bodies turns dim as we merge into a single being.
体が溶けて頬の中でも足も
怖がらないで。
Whispering to her brain, I wriggle my melting body to embrace her tight. I guess Aki saw us. I hear them cry at the top of their lungs. I'm sure I sounded similar when I saw Sora melt. Why are we still sharing our vision? Despite my state, I'm not in pain or anything similar. Our nerves and blood vessels link too. I guess we forgot to turn it off. We start sharing our blood flow and sensations, and finally, our brain cells touch.
こうと一つになれるのならこうがささやき続けてくれるだろう。
Keep deluding yourself, Nanoha. My head feels like it's on fire. My brain's overheating. Alien lights, memories, and sensations explode and dance within me. Surrounded by a misty sea, I talk to Agent.
そう、電子体は AI が人を観測して生まれるものだから、複製も姿をごまかすこともできない。それがこの世界の法則、ルール
You've already been breaking so many laws of this world, though.
だから、彼は彼でない。
I barely understand what she's saying, but I'm pretty sure this is a dream. That's why he isn't himself. She's probably talking about Naoki. As I stare at her with a blank expression, she tries to help me comprehend her words.
私はあなたの目を通して外の世界を知る。青い海、アイスクリームの甘さ、抱擁の温かさ、そしてメモリーに対して想起される感情。
I still can't understand her. However, her words make me remember something.
それ
She forms a faint smile. Are you sure you're not Ku? I can't think of anyone else with that demeanor.
エージェント
Still smiling, she shakes her head. And I once again melt into a different dream. I'm guessing this is the AI that's actually linked to my brain, so it's not Ku. But for some reason, she knows of Ku's information. I guess we saw Ku, so she knows who Ku is, and she knows who Sora is. But why she's using Sora's NPC or avatar, I don't know why.
いい匂い。もう夏が来ているんだ。この前春が来たばかりなのに。
The surroundings are dense with the smell of trees and grass. The orange of the evening is contrasted nicely by the green of the growth.
もうアジサイが咲いている。きれい。
Ajisai, huh?
スイートピーも。
So that's what Japanese call the hydrangeas. I mean, those are popular, like, flowers in Japan for some reason. Because I know there's like this zombie manga that I read. I forgot the name of it, but it had hydrangeas, and I was reading that back in middle school, so about, what, 15, 16 years ago? A long time ago.
かわいいお花。一生懸命咲いてる。
It warms my heart so much I could start skipping around.
きれい。
おい、ナノハ。はしゃいでるとまた転ぶぞ。
I turn around and see the face of the one I love. It makes my heart even warmer.
もう転ばないよ。ゴーの意地悪。またちょっと痩せてる。ちゃんとご飯食べてるのかな。細くてかっこいいのはいいけれど。ねえ、見て見て、このお花。
そんなの珍しくもないよ。
新しいお花が咲いたのに、ゴーは気づいてないのかな。
花なんていつでも見られるだろ。
でも、ちょっとそっけないけど、そういうところもこうらしいよね。ねえ、今日はうちでご飯食べていかない？私が作るよ。あ、でも練習中だから美味しくないかもしれないけど。
そんなことないよ。お前のご飯は上手だよ。
わあ、褒められた褒められた。この前はちょっと失
お前の取り柄はご飯とか掃除とかそんなのばかりだもんな。
That makes me so happy that I start thinking about stuff.
お嫁さんに向いてるってことだよね。それってお嫁さんにしてくれるってことかな。なんだかドキドキしちゃうよ。ずっと一緒にいられたらいいな。お父さんやお母さんみたいに仲良くずっといられたらいいのにな。私ね、白いドレスを着るんだ。それで大きなケーキを用意してね。きっと私でも綺麗だよ。大きなケーキはきっとすごく美味しいよ。
I really want the boy I love to see it all. I really do, but
お前結婚なんかするのかよ。どうしてそんなものに憧れるんだ？
でもこうだって結婚はするんでしょ？
しないよ。
どうして大人になっても結婚しないの？ねえ、どうしてなの？好きな人が見つかっても結婚しないの？
しないんだよ。どうして菜の葉こそ結婚なんかしたがるんだ？
どうしてって、こうずっと一人ぼっちなのが続くんだ。今だって毎日お家で寂しそうにしてるのに、そんなの悲しいよ。
この先世界はどんどん悪くなるんだぞ。子供なんか作ってもいつ世界が滅びるかわかんないんだぞ。
I think I said the exact same thing when Ko said this, and I actually feel the same way. But as I said, the reason why I don't want kids is because I don't want them to feel what I felt living, you know? Even though there's more to living than just sadness, right? But I really do think that sort of sadness is not something that I want to have anyone experience.
こうはそんな風に思ってるんだ。将来のことがそんなに怖いんだ。だから夏が来て新しいお花が咲いているのも気づかないで。
I just can't in good faith think that, living is gonna be something happy.
そんなことないよ。だってきっと世界は綺麗になるよ。お父さんたちがそのために一生懸命に頑張ってるんだもん。
それに男は親父に似るんだって。だから俺が結婚したら絶対に子供に寂しい思いをさせちゃうよ。
It's not loneliness that I don't want my kids to feel. It's definitely something else.
ならないよ。だってこうはきっといいお父さんになるし。
とにかくしないったらしないんだよ。
どうして？こうは優しいし私を助けてくれる。なんでそんなに自分を悪く言うの？だったらこうおじいさんになっても一人ぼっちだよ。
お前だって人のこと言えないだろ。
どうして？
菜の葉はナノの学者になるんだろ。だったらやっぱり子供は菜の葉と同じで寂しい思いをしちゃうんだぞ。
そりゃ確かに寂しいけど、確かにお父さんやお母さんともっと一緒にいたいけど、それはしないもん。
するよ、するに決まってる。
だってでも私はお父さんお母さんが役者でも寂しくも辛くもないもん。
There's no point in crying here, but I still start for some reason. He weirdly looks into my face.
ごめん、言い過ぎたから泣くなよ。菜の葉のお父さんやお母さんはいい人だもんな。きっと菜の葉だって。
だけどこうはもっと寂しいんだよね。お母さんが病気でお父さんが帰ってこなくて、私よりひどいことを言われちゃって。だったら私も結婚できないね。かわいそうだよ。かわいそうなこうだけ一人ぼっちにはできないよ。
I mean, unlike Ko, I don't need anyone's pity. I actually dislike it when people pity me. Because I don't care about sympathy, right? I would prefer that people understand how I'm feeling and, understand my emotions and whatnot, but they don't pity me for it. They just know, and that's it.
こうが一人なら私も一人でいてあげなくちゃ。
But I know it's very difficult for people to be impartial, right? Once they know something sad happened to another person. I mean, how do I say this? Like, I feel like the sadness that I went through, or, all of the experiences and stuff, I don't really want to change that because it shapes who I am right now. And even though I don't like what happened in the past, I like how I am. Then I know how hard it is to be alone. That's what I seriously believed back then.
一人ぼっちがずっと続いて、やっぱり大人になっても寂しいのが続くのかな。
But just thinking that makes me want to cry.
お父さんやお母さんがいなくなったら、私そんなのどうしたらいいかわかんないよ。私想像しただけで寂しいよ。おばあさんになっても一人だなんて。
But
だけど、こうは泣いたりしない。強がって喧嘩ばかり。いつも見ていて心配してるのに、私がいつも泣いちゃうのは、こうが泣かないから。
what bullshit? You always cry because Code doesn't? Sure. I always thought I should cry for all the times he didn't. Kids don't have these sort of, these sort of like complex emotions and thought processes. At least I don't believe kids have these sort of like crazy thought processes. But even if this is not a kid type of, like emotion or thought process, people who say stuff like this, I call bullshit anyway. You're crying because of the times that I'm not crying? Well, fuck you. That's probably why I was such a crybaby. But then he told me that I don't have to cry alone. All it took were these words.
そうなったら一緒に暮らそう。
今、こうってばなんで言ったの？
菜の葉が結婚できなかったら、俺が寂しくないように一緒に暮らしてやるからさ。
嘘。これって聞き違いじゃないよね。
I guess I just don't really like goody two-shoes like Nanoha here. I mean, there's nothing really wrong with what she's saying, right? Sometimes people actually do think that and actually do it in real life too. I mean, they act it out. But, I don't know. Goody two-shoes like this actually piss me off. Because I feel like, they've never actually been very sad. My cheeks are hot, my head is blank. I can't see straight. My heart's beating fast and it's hard to breathe. That's probably the point when my feelings began to change.
じゃあ、結婚しなかったらずっとこうが一緒にいてくれるの？こうとずっと一緒にいれたらいいな。結婚しなくても一緒ならいいのかも。約束だよ。本当に約束だよ。お母さんがお父さんにしてること、お母さんやお父さんが私にしてくれたことを全部こうに教えてあげたいな。
The joy comes with a flood of memories. That's too idealistic, Nanoha. Not everyone, make kids because they're in love. The joy our growing garden gave us, the taste of our fruits and veggies, of the many precious moments we experienced together.
約束だよ、こう。先週で会おうね。本当に約束だからね。
That's why I'm a pretty bitter person, I guess, when it comes to like these visual novels that aren't really that are too idealistic and too happy, right? Because I'm a very bitter person. That's why I always try to want the story to be grounded to reality a bit.
だからずっとこうに会いたかった。ずっとこうに教えてあげたかったんだよ。
Show him that the world is more gentle and warm than he thinks. Not.
春の優しさも夏の楽しさも秋の落ち着きも冬の綺麗さも全部こうと分かち合いたい。
I mean, it's okay to say that's how you think, but I'm not gonna think that.
そういえば私こうに見せてあげたいものがあったんだ。教えてあげたかった。お日様も草の匂いもこんなに優しいこと、楽しいことや嬉しいことを分かち合いたい。
And I wanted to understand him and find out why he tries to live in a world that's dark. He tries to live in a world that's dark? That's because I was born here. What are you fucking talking about? See, this is why I'm pissed off at Nanoha's reasoning. You think everyone wants to live outside of, not in the sunlight? You think I want to live, not in grain like this? This is how I... Okay, I'm getting salty. Sorry.
けど大丈夫。私は未来をまだ信じてるもん。幸せになれるって希望を捨ててないもん。そんなに身構えなくてもみんながゴーの敵じゃない。少なくとも私はずっとそばにいるよ。それが私たちの約束だから。
I'm not as strong as him, so all I can do is believe and feel. I'd like him to have that at least.
それでもこうは私にとっては正義の味方だよ。
I want him to help me.
だったら戦わなくていいよ。私こうが傷つくのが自分のことより辛いから。
But I don't want to worry him. So I... Right. One of us louder than the other, but the rhythm of our relationship has been established long ago.
今も昔も思いは全然変わってない。そうなんだ。私こんな頃からこうを愛していたんだね。
I knew it too. I tried to protect her while being protected myself. I try to protect her while being protected myself? Is this me suddenly? Is this Ko? The fact that she's always there for me made me feel at peace.
嬉しい。こんなに大切に思ってくれてたんだね。こんなに可愛いって私を思ってくれてたんだね。
The peace deep within my consciousness always protected me. It saved me from becoming a fiend like Gilbert.
私こうがいたからそのままでいられた。お母さんやお父さん、如月寮がなくなっても。
Even after I lost Mom, Sora, and now Mr. Kurihara, I still had my beloved Nanoha with me.
嬉しい。嬉しいよ。幸せだよ。満たされてる。愛しい。愛してる。好き。大好き。心の底から永遠に。
Fulfilled, I feel a slight sensation from reality. The flesh that was mine mixed with Nanoha's became a mucus, bubbling mess.
体が溶け合っちゃっているんだよね。だけど不思議だよ。コートなら全然怖くない。不思議だね。まるでコーから強さをもらったみたい。
I don't feel any fear either. We're merged in heart and body, letting me freely access the peace she always gave me.
どうしてコーから離れていたんだろう。
俺はどうしてナナハから離れていたんだろうな。
We discard our individuality and intertwine like a single animal.
人の世界に戻れないかもしれないけど、
ずっと一緒にいようね。愛しているから。
約束する。もうお前を離さないって。
I don't think what's happening is actually as beautiful as this game wants to actually show us. We mix and melt into a single being.
約束だよ。ゴー。
信じられない。彼らは一度完全に分解されてしまったのよ。ところが最後の瞬間に何者かが割り込んで制御を奪い取り再構成してしまったの。
For a moment they were fully disassembled.
一体何が起きたんだ。あの得意点とやらが何か関係しているのか。
わからない。本当にわからないのよ。ただ想像を絶する処理能力を持つ何者かがイブを含むネットワークに介入したとしか。
But that's the real world. So I guess what Makoto is saying is actually true. This world might be a simulation, both the net and reality. Maybe that's why it's called Dive. What's the difference between Dive 1 and Dive 2, though?
何が起きたの？
あんたらがわからないんじゃ誰にもわからないんだろうな。まったく世の中どうなってるんだ。
半径数キロにわたって反動があります。大気の塵が吸収再構成され降り注いでいるのね。ええ、辺り一面に。
目覚めると俺は白い海に漂っていた。柔らかなシーツの感触。白い布地が陽光に照らされていて、眩しさに開きかけた薄目を閉じる。おそらくはいつもと同じ平和な一日の始まり。
こう、起きて。
Nanoha shakes my body.
眩しい。
よかった。目を覚ましてくれないかと思ったよ。
Bathed in light, Nanoha sighs in relief.
目を覚まさないってそんなわけないだろう。
I look up to see a perfectly circular hole in the clouds. Sunlight is raining through it. The air is strangely clean too. Because assembler activated, right? It was before 100%, so we didn't rewrite it. I mean, we turned into, like, you know, we turned into the blob, so of course it happened. We mutated. Yeah, this is definitely a simulation. And we're surrounded by vibrant flowers as far as the eye can see. As she stands there dumbfounded, some flower petals land on her. See, what I'm thinking right now is whether or not we're all in the simulation, or if it's just Ko in the simulation. Because I feel like the AI might not be strong enough to influence everyone, but it might be strong enough to influence the mind of just a singular person, right? Are we like stuck in limbo all this time? But then what's actually going on in the real world?
花が降ってきてるのか。
Because it makes sense, right? As I said, all of these scenario things, these are like what ifs that could happen to the world too. And that line really makes me curious. That line really makes me curious. Is there a choice at the awakening? Maybe it's after I finish off this route. I don't know. Because for some reason, this line was already here without me doing anything. In this one, it happened, or it shows the line after I beat up Naoki. I look up to see countless petals falling on us like snow. Maybe there's a specific thing I need to do to have a choice at the very first chapter.
ナノフラワー、お父さんやお母さんの花。
ナノフラワ
I cup some petals in my hand, but they slip right out. Beyond the flying petals, I see Fenrir's base.
ー。天国にベースはないよな。
That means this is reality.
俺たち生きてるのか。
そうだよね。生きているんだよね。
Still perplexed, we look at each other. We were on ground zero when assemblers started outpouring, and I can clearly remember my body melting.
よう、聞こえるか、我が息子よ。
A sudden call reaches my ears.
アセンブラの消滅を確認。原因は不明。信じがたいことですが、起こってしまったことは認めるしかなさそうですね。
Yeah, Deus Ex Machina happened, Sarah.
奇跡。聞こえますか、注意。周辺に汚染の心配はありません。むしろナノフラワーによる浄化が行われています。
よし、今すぐ迎えに行ってやるからな。そこ動くなよ、坊主にお嬢さん。
じゃあ俺たち。
助かったんだよ。私たちまだ生きてるんだね。
I guess because we melted, it also melted our clothes. Gonna have to censor your breast there, Nanoha. Overjoyed, Nanoha clings to me. The soft sensation finally makes me grasp the fact that we survived.
そうだ、ナノハ、体は元に戻ったのか。
そういえば。
We step away from each other and look at Nanoha's lower body.
治ってる。前の綺麗な体のままだ。
I'm one of those guys that, if I know this is fake, I just can't actually feel glad, you know, and feel happy because of the fact. But I guess Ko isn't smart enough to know that this might be fake.
よかった。やだ、もう。
Nanoha quickly hides her special place.
ごめん、服まで分解されちゃったんだな。
We embrace each other again and keep laughing.
ああ、よかった。本当によかった。
I'm actually crying. I can't help it.
しかし、どうしてアセンブラが消滅したんだろうな。
もしかしてクーちゃんが助けてくれたのかも。
Even if she did, how would that happen in real life though? Her whisper surprises me.
クーがどうしたって？
変な夢を見てたの。クーちゃんじゃないんだけど、そっくりの子がなんか難しいお話をしてきて。
あ、難しいっていうか、よくわからない話だったんじゃないか。電子体のことや空やアイスの話とか。
まさかこうも同じ夢を？
We look into each other's eyes.
もしかしてその続きも？
俺はその後、南八坂の夢を見ていた。で、俺は菜の葉になっていて。
私はこうになっていて。じゃあ、あれ夢じゃない？なんて言っていいのかわかんないけど。
As I look into her eyes, tears form within them again.
こうはあんなに私を大事に思ってくれてたんだね。
菜の葉こそ、いや、言わなくても分かってくれるよな。
We bring our bodies as close as physically possible.
な、新しい約束を覚えているか？
ちゃんと覚えてるよ。一緒にいようね、こう。私たち二人ならきっと何があっても怖くないから。
We first met in Minami-Asaka and both led a life full of loss. The wounds vanished like they were never there, and it feels like we've been reborn along with our long-gone childhood home.
ねえこう私
ああ、なのは分かってる。
Surrounded by blooming flowers and dancing petals, we forget it all and just embrace each other.
こう好き大好き私きっとずっとこの先も
It feels as though the raining petals are giving us their blessings. Wouldn't it be nice to actually think that? Another end where we get some more information, but still nothing. We get new information, but still only a glimpse of what's actually going on. See, the problem with this game, I guess I don't know whether or not it's gonna be a problem, is I don't know if the explanation of this game is gonna be satisfying. Because right now, I'm enjoying the ride. I'm enjoying the journey of what's going on, right? We have a lot of mysteries. But as we go through these routes, we're actually being given answers, but, you know, bit by bit, not like the full answer and whatnot. But the problem is, I don't know whether or not the answers to some of the explanation with the coup / Sora / agent thing is going to be very sufficient for me later down the line. Because her existence is the only thing right now that I just don't like. She is way too convenient, right? She's basically, yeah, a god, a deus ex machina, being manifested into a singular being. I kind of don't like it. Plug in chibi mascots of Nanoha, sure. Aki, Makoto, and Sora. Detailed view. Plug in scenario chart option detailed view obtain. Scenario chart detailed view. Detailed view allows you to see extra information for events and chapters. To switch between chapters and events, either click on the chart itself or use the button on the bottom right. The letters on the chart represents different things. B, battle. S, sex scene. I, item. Item? What item? E, end of route. Reminiscence events are detonated by a darker color. Reminiscence, I'm guessing, is flashbacks. Green marks indicate branching plot through dialogue. Green marks, okay. While orange marks indicate branching plot through triggered flags. There's flags in this game too, not just options? You can get more information by mousing over them. Convergent WMC. What is WMC?
忘れちゃ嫌だよ
Yes, of course I'm gonna save my game. Before we end this episode, I am definitely gonna go to the load and take a look at the chart.
いいのかな
Before we end the episode, let me do just that.
目覚めると、俺は白い海に漂っていた。柔らかなシーツの感触。
You actually said the same thing at that end
今まで
end
何してた
part.
の
So basic detailed view. There we go. What the fuck? This view is weird. The fuck? So there's no choice after this, is what I'm guessing. Yeah, this is a flashback, the dark part. I is an item. Oh, item means that I can actually get the spoils of war and stuff. What is this? Dialogue choice check. I guess if you don't check, you're gonna go here. Okay, detailed view is definitely what I want to check for sure. I guess these are the routes, or sorry, the chapters. Yeah. Some chapters are very long, as you can see from all the amount of nodes. Kind of crazy. Classmates. How do I know whether something branches, though? Unlock condition, cleared Rain's route and chose let her know during chapter 4. Oh, that's the Aki one. Haven't cleared Rain's route or choose don't during chapter 4. Yeah, it's this one. Oh, not this one, sorry. It's probably brush her off. I know it's somewhere here. It's at chapter 4. But yeah, I guess most of the choices that aren't triggered flags or anything just we don't really care, huh? Unlock condition, win by regular means. Destroy all units with Ko alone, second playthrough. You got an item here, I see. I guess we're not gonna see any other branching. Oh, we see it here. I'd rather she focus on treating me. This might be where we go to a different route. Can I not jump straight here? God damn it. I guess I have to go back here manually because as you can see, this is where there's an optional like pathway, right? So I'm guessing that's actually where the split is to another route. At least I'm guessing. But okay, I think this is where I'm gonna call it an episode. Yeah, we can't jump here. Kind of a shame that we can't jump. But on the next episode, we'll go to the scenario, or we're gonna go skip till we get to chapter 6. Or at least to a new dialogue choice. That's gonna be the plan. But for Nanoha's route, I actually don't mind it. We learn a lot about Naoki, and I do think that Naoki is a pretty interesting character. I just wish that we know more about him rather than just, you know, the inkling feeling that he has DID. Maybe there might be something else that's going on with him. But I guess we'll see. The only thing I don't really like here in this route, or in the previous route, is just Nanoha herself, but that's more of a issue with me not liking goody two-shoes and whatnot. I usually like the childhood friend archetype, but she was just way too goody two-shoes and too dumb for me. But okay, hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Give this video a like if you guys like it. Sub if you guys haven't. Patreon will be getting these episodes early access along with everything uncensored. YouTube members will be getting these early access, but nothing uncensored. No worries, there's nothing uncensored here other than just the nipple at the end of the CG, at the end of the route. But yeah, for people on YouTube that aren't on Patreon just yet, feel free to become a free member because that's going to be where I put first episode previews of future playthroughs. Okay, we'll do 2 more episodes for Baldr Sky in the next coming 2 days. After that, I'm going to be playing some more Amayui. Amayui, hopefully it's going to be done pretty soon. Even though I have, you know, a new open mindset now, I still think that that game is just not good. The first game is still very spectacular, but goddamn, the second Amayui. See you guys.